Hi. Hi, Carl. Y'all, hi, Catherine. Hey, Des. This is my second account. Hopefully, we can get more ops on. Good point. There we go. Hi, Ivy. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Yes, I finally have multi-guest. Finally. I finally have multi-guest. Now, if this doesn't work out, hi, Annie. If this doesn't work out, thank you for the rose, then I will simply uninstall TikTok and reinstall it and go on my main and see what happens. But hopefully... Hi, you are early. Welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Hopefully it won't get to that point, but y'all, I need y'all to spam the share button, spam the like button. Yeah, tap until your bar fills, take a break, and share, and then repeat. Exactly. Yeah, uninstalling and reinstalling would clear my cache. Cache? Cache? Can I just go into my settings and clear my cache? Like, is that a thing that I can do? Yes, I do know AG. I have her number and all that. I love her very much. Thank you for the heart me. But let's see. Thank you guys for working so hard. But y'all, please hop in the S quest if you think being lesbian is wrong. Now, it's looking like the bar is in hell. Thank you for the rose. I am a very impatient individual, so maybe I'm just being pessimistic. I know. I too crave entertainment. Hi, Cammy. This is my second account, y'all. Hi, Cacti. Hello, everyone. I can't do political debates if I don't know enough about politics. I need to learn more about politics before I do that. Thank you all for the likes and the shares. Happy birthday, Katie! NB? An NB is a non-binary person. This is what I'm debating today, Brian. Please hop in the Ask the Quest if you think being lesbian is wrong. You got a boyfriend? Period. I love that for you. This is not how this is supposed to be.
Hi.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi. How old are you?
I'm 18.
Okay. What year were you born?
What?
What year were you born?
2006.
Okay. Do you think being lesbian is wrong? Can someone please fix the fucking...
Choose. I don't think that's wrong. Choosing what you want to be.
I'm sorry, you cut out.
One.
Can someone please fix the
Hold on, I'm
live
trying to
layout?
find somewhere to get. I'm trying to get their internet connection.
Okay.
So like, yeah, I don't think like being lesbian is wrong. Like I think it's fine to choose wherever you want to be. Like if you want to choose to be lesbian or gay, that's fine. Like I have nothing against lesbian people or gay people. I think that if they want to be that, then it's fine.
Oh, well, it's not necessarily a choice.
Oh.
But aside from that, that's very sweet, and I'm glad. I am, however, only looking for opposition, so while I appreciate your presence, I will be moving on to the next guest. But thank you for coming up and being so kind.
Okay. Well, thank you for having me on.
Of course. Bye bye. All right. Can someone please change the fucking layout? Please. Please. I am begging. I am begging. I got it, god damn it. Man, that shit was embarrassing.
Hello,
Hi, how old are you?
18,
What year were you born?
2006,
What month?
March.
Oh, okay. Are you sure?
Yes,
What year did you graduate high school?
2013.
Do you just find math funny?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna, yeah, just, yeah. Anyway, yo, it's fucking hilarious. Yo, please hop in the guest request if you think being lesbian is wrong. I'm not gonna lie, I have like no patience in regards to live guests coming up. I might just go back to my normal account. I'm not there right now because I'm wondering if I'm shadow banned on my main. So I wanted to see if it would be easier for me here. But it would appear the answer is nar. Oh, this isn't water. This was a boba slushy. It was a boba slushy. It is now a little bit of ice and a singular tapioca pearl. Rest in peace, boba slushy. True. Hold on. I'm gonna attempt. Any topic that I have yet to do that's really popular, if I haven't done it yet, it's because I'm not educated enough on it. Tapioca pearl acquired. But I haven't done abortion yet because I'm not educated enough on the ins and outs of abortion. I am pro-choice though, with the knowledge that I have. I'm attempting to learn about politics. Yes. Honestly, I don't really fuck with boba tea, but this slushy goes hard. This lemon slushy goes crazy. I'm pretty sure both the people in the guest requests are friendlies. I'm just gonna go back on my main. I know you guys have been working very hard. I know you guys have been working really hard, but I have no patience. I have absolutely no patience. Really? Thank you, Sarah. You have to lie to your parents that you're not crying. Why? Are you okay? Ooh.
Hello?
Hi. Are you sure?
Yes.
Right. So anyway, I will be I might block that person actually. But anyway, oh, who's this? Hello?
Yeah,
Hi. How old are you?
24.
Okay. Do you think being lesbian is wrong?
Yep.
Why is that?
For the same reason you don't believe in God.
Elaborate?
Is there anything I need to elaborate?
Well, yeah, you said for the same reason I don't believe in God.
There
I
you
don't
go.
believe in God because there are contradictions in the Bible. What's contradictory about being lesbian?
In the Bible.
Yeah.
Nah. We ain't talking about the Bible.
You said the same reason that you don't believe in God.
Man,
You
ain't
don't
nobody
believe in
care
God
about the
because of the
Bible. Shut the
Bible?
hell up.
Wait, who is this? Who is this? Anyway,
Oh.
yeah. Like what do you mean by the same reason? Because that's I don't know what reason you think,
I mean,
but
yeah, it's because like the Bible says it's wrong.
yeah, I don't believe in God because there are contradictions in the Bible. You said you think being lesbian is wrong for the same reason I don't believe God is real. But the reason I don't think God is real is because there are contradictions in the Bible. So, what are you talking about?
Yeah, there's contradictions with being lesbian.
Such as,
How are you born to like men, but then you just like women? It's like a contradiction.
who's to say we're born to like men?
The universe.
The universe. Are you serious?
So are you not biologically hardwired to like men?
No.
Is majority of women biologically hardwired to like men?
No.
Did you just say no?
I don't think we're biologically hardwired to do shit. I think we have genetic predispositions. But no, no one's biologically hardwired to
Yes.
be straight or queer.
Yes.
You end
are.
up straight or queer. Okay, can I have a source that says we are biologically
Literally through
hardwired to be
all
straight?
of entire
don't-
like history,
that the
it's
major-
always been
That's not true either.
majority of women like men. What are you talking about?
What does that have to do with being genetically hardwired to do anything?
Because well, like it's not like everyone, but like most women are hardwired to like men,
What do you mean by hardwired?
as in that's hardwired as in like that's what most women brains go to in relationship terms. Like that's what
Okay, so being a lesbian is wrong because some women like men? What sense does that make?
no, well, you were talking about the contradiction. That's what I was saying.
There is no contradiction
I just
because
told you.
most people like one thing and some people don't. Where's the contradiction?
You're contradicting your biology.
Well, no, because you just said most people, not all. So that'd be a different claim.
Well, there you go. The lesbians are contradicting what they're meant to like.
Well, you said meant, so you have to make up your mind. Are most people hardwired to like men, or are all people hardwired to like men?
Just women.
Okay, are most women hardwired to like men, or are all women hardwired to like men?
99% of them, so most of them.
Okay, so then this wouldn't be all. So where's the contradiction?
That you're contradicting what you like.
Well, no. If you
What
just
most
said that
women
most
like.
people are hardwired to like, if most women are hardwired to like men, which I don't even subscribe to this, but if most women are hardwired to like men, then that leaves a portion of the population that is not, which means they wouldn't be
Yeah, so
contradicting anything.
they're contradicting the other 99%.
How? Do you know what the word contradiction means?
No, I really don't.
So then how are you using the word?
Context clues.
You're kidding.
Yeah, I'm kidding.
Okay, then what is a contradiction?
When two things oppose each other.
No.
No, I mean the women are technically contradicting 99% of women.
No.
That small proportion of women.
No.
So what are they doing?
You're describing opposites or antithesis or antonyms, but no. A contradiction is something that cannot exist by virtue of the forces that are supposed to be equal not being equal. So essentially, like, let's say, for example, I am too weak to lift this rock, but I'm also strong enough to lift this rock. That is a contradiction. Those two things cannot logically exist at the same time. It is not illogical for some women to like men and for some women to like women. So where is the contradiction?
I mean it's wrong because like you're gonna get like shamed by other people, like majority of people.
Is being autistic wrong?
No.
You're gonna get shamed by a lot of people for having autism.
I think you're gonna get more shamed if you're lesbian than being autistic.
That wasn't the criteria. The criteria was being shamed.
Yeah,
You also
but
get shamed for doing things like being black, or being a woman and liking masculine things, or being a man and liking feminine things.
yeah,
This
but
does
I
not make
think
them
that the
inherently
level of
wrong.
shame is huge.
Why would this matter?
Why would it matter? What
Yeah.
do you mean?
Do you think everything that people get shamed for is valid?
No,
So why would this particular thing be valid?
because the more shame you put on a person, the more likely they are to unalive themselves.
So then you think the problem is that we're telling women that they shouldn't be allowed to love who they want to love, which is what you would actively be doing right now. So the problem is not
I
being
mean, I'm
lesbian.
not telling you. I'm just saying, like, it's wrong because you're gonna get like mad shamed for it.
So it's wrong to be a part of a certain demographic because
You're gonna
other
get shamed
people
for it.
are going to shame that demographic.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
Is being black wrong?
No.
I get called the hard R all the time. Why not?
By who?
People on TikTok.
Well, that's your fault for being on TikTok. You can change
It's
that.
my fault for existing as a black person on TikTok.
I mean, you go live on purpose, right?
It happens in my comment sections too. Am I just like not allowed to post on a public platform? Because people are going to call me the hard R.
I mean,
That's my
if it's
fault.
gonna stop you from being shamed, yeah.
Are you serious?
So you like
Do you
to
think
get
that
shamed.
black people should just like avoid all things where they will get shamed? Because if
'cause
that's
a
the
lot of
case,
black
then they
people are
should just
actually
stay
praised.
indoors.
So many black people indoors. What are you talking about? You don't go outside and get shamed.
Are you me?
You know you don't. Don't lie.
I have nothing to lie about.
Yeah, you don't.
Right.
Right. You said on TikTok.
Yeah.
So,
Because that's
exactly.
primarily where it happens.
Exactly, because you choose to be on TikTok.
Okay, so it is my fault for existing on TikTok.
Yes, you cannot exist on TikTok.
So it's not the fault of the racists. It's my fault.
I mean, obvious. That's like saying like you're putting yourself in the position. Like obviously, it's not right for like the people. Like obviously, it's 100% wrong for people to do stuff like that. But at the end of the day, you can put yourself in better situations so it doesn't happen more.
So I just want to make sure we have this established because now I have an important question to ask you.
Okay.
Is it the fault of women who are great?
I knew you were gonna say that. I
Yeah?
fucking knew you
Answer
were
it.
gonna say that. Yo,
Answer the question.
yeah, I'll
Is
answer
it the
that.
fault
Yeah,
of
I'll
women
answer the
who are
question.
great? Go ahead.
Depends if they put their self in that situation. You can put yourself in that situation. You can dress a certain way. You can go to certain locations. Obviously, it's 100% wrong to do those things. However, you can't stop men from being men. So, yeah.
Don't mute, don't block. This has to be an educational moment. Cause it is this mentality that leads to people being raped.
What?
It is this mentality that leads people being raped. Don't mute him, don't block him. I know you guys know this is fucking absurd. And I know you guys know this is dangerous rhetoric, but just hold on.
Bro, what?
I want you to give me one source. One. I want you to provide me with one source that says clothing makes people more likely to get raped.
Okay.
One.
A source? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll tell you something that's common sense.
I didn't ask. No.
Yeah, common sense.
You're making a claim. You're making a claim. I don't know that you are not a source. I want a study, or I want something that a psychologist has said.
Yeah,
you are not a study.
Yeah,
Go
no,
find
not
me
me.
a study.
Ask 99% of men. If
That's
you
not
see
a
a girl
study.
with exposing
Give
clothing,
me a study.
girls with exposing clothing,
give me a study. If the
girls
next
with
words out of your
exposed
mouth are
clothing-
not a study, you're done.
girls with exposed clothing
Okay.
are more
is it
likely
the fault,
to
is it the
sexualize
fault,
themselves.
Is it the fault of children for being raped? Is it because of what they were wearing?
Bro, who gets raped more, children or women of age? Women.
About 50-50.
Because no, it's not 50. Give me
yes,
the
it
source.
is.
Give me the
Okay,
source.
bet. But also, give me your
Man,
source.
shut the fuck up, man.
Who the fuck are you
sound
talking
stupid as
to?
shit. You sound retarded. Women
Oh,
put themselves in
no.
those situations,
Oh, no.
you dumbass.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh hell no. Oh fuck no. The fuck? What the fuck? And just to pull up the stat, because we need the stat. One in 10 children will be assaulted. 1 in 10. Cup, I wanted to give him a chance to be educated. I did not think that. I mean, considering the disgusting ass shit he said, I should have known. But I thought that there was like an opportunity for growth. But I shouldn't have given him that grace. He is just fucking disgusting. The R slur is crazy work. Hello?
Oh, hi. How do you
Hi,
say your
how
name,
old are
by the
you?
way?
Sam.
Okay, Sam. So, why is
How old
being
are
a
you?
lesbian? Oh, me? I'm
Yeah.
gonna say I'm. What's a good age?
What do you mean you're gonna say?
So, like, if you're.
No. No. Hello?
Hello. Okay.
Hi. How
So,
old are you?
I don't fully disagree
old
with
are you?
LGBT. What?
How old are you?
18. Why?
What year were you born?
2006.
What month?
April? Why?
Because you have to be 18.
Pal, if I have TikTok Live, I'm 18.
No.
I think that's like a requirement.
People can lie on their age. I've had
I
7-year-olds
mean, I had to put my
up
ID
here.
on here, so.
Okay, well, cool. But there have been 7-year-olds on here, so I have to check.
Why do they all say April? Buddy! Because I was born in April. Okay, so I don't fully disagree with like what you're saying, but my only question is, it's like a chemical thing, right, with attraction. So does the estrogen just like unestrogen thing, right?
No.
No, this is a TikTok Live. I'm out of here, bro. Anyway, so I'm out of here, bro. Anyway, so out of here, bro. Anyway, that echo, gross. Anyway, so if
The echo is pretty terrible. The echo is pretty damn bad. The echo is pretty abysmal, I'm not gonna lie. Oh. Hello?
Hello,
Hi, how old are you?
20,
What year were you born?
2004.
What month?
December.
No. 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 I fear the answer is no. Welcome.
so I think I fixed the echo. So my only question is, if it's like a chemical thing with estrogen that makes one
It's
attracted
not.
to a male,
It's not.
so what is it then?
This has largely to do with gray matter in the brain and the symmetry of the brain, but this is not hormonal.
Oh, okay. I thought, okay. So I actually think that was very educating. Anyway, so another thing, it's like a religious thing for most people with a lot of homophobia. Personally, I am religious, so it's not like I don't respect you. It's more of like a I'm uncomfortable with your lifestyle type thing. Like, I respect everyone. I don't go out of my way to be like, haha, this is wrong. So is that like a bad thing of me to just be against that lifestyle but not be out and about it?
I would say so because it's not a choice. Like it's not someone. No one is like sitting down and choosing to be queer. Like it's not a lifestyle. That's not. It's not like choosing to be like a gym bro, or like enjoying stationery. Like it's part of someone's identity. It's like a crucial part that they can't change. So, I mean, I understand how important religion is to you. I'm not gonna tell you to walk away from your religion, but the only part you're really disagreeing with is who someone is deciding to have consensual sex with, or who someone is deciding to consensually hold hands with, or stare longingly into their eyes, or take them out on a date. I feel like you shouldn't be even thinking about that unless you have like a morbid curiosity about it. Because like, why would you?
Okay, so, and with the chat, I'm sorry for calling it a lifestyle. I'm not the most educated when it comes to this type of stuff.
That's okay.
So, another thing with, I low-key just forgot. I'm going to sign off, but thank you for educating me on all of this. Appreciate it.
Of course. Thank you for coming up. Bye-bye. Yeah, y'all, I think I might go back to my main, but we'll see. Hello?
Hello?
Hi, how old are you?
Hey, I'm 20.
Okay. Do you think being lesbian is wrong?
I do, but
Why is that?
I didn't wanted to also say what, like, when that guy was saying all that stuff like before. One point he made, it was actually correct.
Which was
Women
fuck.
are raped more than children. It's 1 in 6 women, and children, it's, as you said, it's 1 in 10.
Okay, even if this is the case, it's already been proven that clothing is not a factor.
Absolutely, I completely disagree with that. But I would say that that we can't stop men from doing these terrible things, but you can take precautions as a woman to avoid certain things like that. Even though, because I mean, we can't stop the world from being, you know, how it is, cruel. So what he was saying, like, it's not the woman's fault, obviously, but you can take steps in order to, you know, to avoid it. So, like, as he was saying too, like, the whole, like, oh, you're coming on TikTok, like, nothing's wrong with being on TikTok. But, one sec. Yeah, nothing's wrong with being on TikTok, like, or whatever, but, like, if it's gonna openly get you slurred and it's gonna, like, I'm sure you don't like being slurred. So if it's gonna openly do that to you, I mean, it's.
And you don't see how this is victim blamey at all.
You said what?
And you don't see how this is victim blamey at all.
I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying
You actively are.
You can take steps to
Like,
avoid it.
just saying you're not does not make it true.
You can
like,
take steps to avoid it, though.
So the only step I would be taking to avoid it is giving up something that I enjoy.
You enjoy being called slurs?
I enjoy being on TikTok live, genius. I don't enjoy being called slurs.
So you're willing to take the brunt of what people do nowadays in order to enjoy TikTok?
Well, to educate people about certain topics, yes.
So you're willing to take that risk in being called slurs?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, if that's your point, then same goes for women who put themselves in those situations.
No.
Why not?
Because they're not the ones graping themselves, nor am I calling myself slurs.
Right.
I should be able to exist on a public platform without fear of being called slurs. That is not my fault.
You should, but that's not how the world works, though, is it?
It could be.
Yeah,
if people stop being complacent and telling people that they should instead leave the spaces that they enjoy out of fear of being called a slur, instead of telling racists to stop slurring at them, or that women need to be going to places that are safer for them, even though it's already been statistically proven that you're more likely to be assaulted by someone you know or a family member than someone in a back alley who's looking to grape people. What are they supposed to do? They're not even safe in their own homes. Wearing long pants and a tank and a fucking turtleneck is not going to save you from getting raped. That's the problem.
Yeah, I didn't say anything about clothes. But
okay, so what situation are women putting themselves in? What precautions can women take for them to not get raped? Please let me know.
Actually, perfect. Oh, of course, I'll let you know. Yeah, invest in a taser. Yeah, invest in a taser, invest in self-defense classes, invest in not going out after 2:00 in the morning in sketchy places. Avoid dark alleyways.
It's
avoid.
already been shown that dark alleyways and going out at 2 a.m. is not when people get raped.
Yeah, well, do it anyways because it still happens, right? So
That makes no sense.
Yeah, do it anyways because it still happens.
That doesn't make any sense.
Of course it does. You should do it anyways. because-
Also, a lot of the time, self-defense weapons end up being used against the victim.
So just use self-defense yourself. Like the classes will help.
Are self-defense classes going to help someone who's 5'3" against like a 6-foot man?
So it's average 6-foot man, right?
On average, women are smaller than men.
Yeah, on average, size doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, bro.
Do you have a source for any of this?
Bro, it's common knowledge.
Why does every single victim blamer say common knowledge? It's actually kind of terrifying.
Because
I'm not
if
gonna
you
lie.
look at, if you know fighting, if you know anything about self-defense, you'd know that you don't need to be bigger than the other person to win a fight.
Hey, I have a question for you, dude.
Who is this?
My friend.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, so why aren't you holding the men accountable? Why is it the woman's fault?
Bro, it's not the woman's fault. It's the men who do it. It's
Yeah,
their
so then why
fault.
are you saying the woman need to take precautions when that doesn't fucking matter and it never fucking has? So what you should be doing is holding the men accountable.
Bro. Come on, cursing.
No.
We're not gonna tone police the woman who you are giving tips that won't do shit to prevent her from being great.
You said I didn't say the tone. I said what
You said, whoa. If she's gonna curse, she's allowed to curse since you're on a public platform telling women what they should do to stop being raped instead of telling the rapist to stop raping them.
So you think that telling the rapist to stop you think that's gonna help?
Well,
Holding
showing
men
to men
accountable?
the way that they end up like playing into grape culture, yes.
Yeah, and I
Yes,
would
that will
know,
actually help.
And I would know because
So
I'm a barber.
where's the stats
Hold on, dude.
that it's
Hold
going
on.
down?
Hold on, brother. Let me talk to you for a second. I'm a barber. I talk to men all day. The way y'all talk about women is fucking gross. So I know firsthand, because of what I do, how y'all talk about accountable for the way that y'all talked and looked at women as objects, then this wouldn't be such a fucking issue.
If we held each other accountable, so what? So how much? What percentage of rapists go to jail? Let me ask you that.
How about you look at the statistic of how many women don't come forward about it first?
Okay, so why don't you come forward about it?
Why are you talking about me?
Not you, bro. Not you. Why do women?
Why
not
do you
come
think
forward
women
about it
don't
more?
come forward? Okay,
I
I'll give you a
don't
great
know.
statistic. I'll give you a great statistic. So where I live, 99% of cases where I live and the county I live in get dropped. The person that I know that went forward with a literal fucking voice recording of the person admitting to it, they still drop the case.
So
Because
what
they don't
percentage
care.
get dropped?
They don't fucking care.
What percentage
You
get
wouldn't know.
dropped?
You think the justice system works for these women, and they don't. And unless
That-
you've been through it with a woman who has gone through it with the court systems, they do not get convicted.
Okay, so you're saying that
It's also
because
very
they don't
traumatic.
get
Court cases
convic-
take a long fucking time.
So you're saying because they don't get convicted, you're saying it's better not to report it at all.
Nope, women can report it, but it's scary fucking thing. They're scared.
You said
you've
they
never been through that. You have no idea.
Scared for what? Scared of reporting it?
Yes, of the man coming after them. Because guess what? Guess what happens when you report it, dude? They call the person. Because now it's an investigation. Do you know how that shit works?
Yeah,
Obviously
I know
you
all of
don't.
it. Really, I
Obviously
do.
you don't because it turns into an investigation, which means they call the person that you just reported.
So you
And
don't
they ask them to give an account on what happened. So they're scared.
Exactly. So they'll be more scared of going to jail. Why would they come
No,
after
they're
the person?
not. No, they're not.
So you speak
Men
for
are not.
men?
Obviously, if men were scared of going to jail, they wouldn't rape fucking women.
Bro, what? That's like the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Everything you're saying is the dumbest shit
Are
I've
you
ever fucking heard, and
retarded?
I'm sick of you blaming women. And
Why
telling
does
women to-
every victim blamer use the fucking R slur? Why does every victim blamer use the R slur? What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on?
Because they have no fucking brain cells.
I,
That was the most idiotic conversation I've ever heard in my entire life.
That was
Sorry,
fucking-
Sam. I just
No,
didn't
it's-
want you to deal with that one alone because I was getting so fucking heated behind the screen.
it's okay. But also, I just found a stat that says Fewer than 6% of grape cases end in arrest.
Damn.
You could not have been more correct.
Yeah. I know. And also, look at the statistic for how many women don't come forward about it. So the amount of men that have not been charged for rape. But just in that statistic alone, the amount of men that get off. I mean, think about, okay, remember that case that that white man who, sorry, trigger warning for everybody, raped that unconscious woman. And it was all about, like, because he was a successful white man, they wanted to let him go. And so they did. And he got 2 years of probation. Because he raped an unconscious woman. It's huge. It's a huge fucking ordeal. Because he has probation. Yep. I can't think of his name, but it was a huge fucking deal. And this is actually one of the biggest cases where I'll tell like YT people, like, this is a great example of how racism is, because like disproportionately, like that YT man literally got off with a fucking slap on the wrist, whereas if it were a person of color, it would have been a big fucking ordeal. Brock Turner, yeah.
Oh my fucking god. I'm just gonna go on my other fucking account.
What in the world?
Okay. Y'all, I'm gonna go on my main.
Okay, I was gonna say, do you want to go live with me online, or do you want to go? I can join you.
Can we? No, please.
Yeah. Let me. You can go live on yours. I'm gonna take a shower and then brush my teeth, and then I'll be like literally on in like 10 minutes. I'll text you.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I got you.
Okay.
Right.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Y'all, I'm gonna go live on my main. I'm sorry. It was just so fucking... Cause luckily I have been assaulted but never full on raped. So just thinking about how many people are being hurt as I speak, and there are so many people that don't even... There are some people that will never see the light of day after they've been raped, and their voices will never be heard. And there are people over here telling them that if they just wore more conservative clothing, that they would have been okay. And it's not fair. It's not fair. There are women that will not be able to sleep without checking if their door is locked at least 3 times. And their perpetrators are out there with families and a well-paying job. And there are men telling women to take safety precautions. Hi, Caro.
Hi, Sam.
I'm sorry, that was very triggering.
No, it's okay. It's something that I believe everyone needed to see and hear. You care so much about all these people, and it's awe-inspiring. Like, it's... Oh, goodness gracious. I don't know the words for it.
Thanks.
Overall, it's a good thing. People needed to see this.
Thank you.
But yeah, we love you. You are absolutely amazing.
Thank you. Also ill, they were both under 20. I hate my fucking generation. God, ew. Okay. I'm gonna take a little break.
Yes.
Just to mentally prepare myself for the fuckery. I was
got
not
any
in a
more
headspace
cupcakes?
to. Oh yeah.
Oh, good.
Hell yeah.
Get you one.
That was already on the agenda.
Oh, good.
But yeah, guys, I will go live. I'll just take 5 to recenter myself because I wasn't prepared to talk about that while talking about lesbians. Like, the fuck. Also, apologies to anyone in the audience who may have been triggered. To the person who's saying I should have had Twizzlers, bitch, I ate those already. They're gone. I've already processed those hoes.
They have been consumed. No
Indeed.
crumbs. No crumbs
Indeed.
left.
No, not a crumb. Not a singular crumb. Yeah, no. They're gone. But yeah, guys, I will be back. Much
Also,
love
before
to you,
you go,
Ivy.
what do you think of my half-gone voice?
Your half gone voice?
Yes, I was.
Oh,
I was,
are you?
I was.
Wait, half
screaming.
gone in what way?
Like well.
Oh, you mean
there
your
it is.
voice is gone. I
Yeah,
thought you
half
meant that you
gone.
were like in the clouds type shit. Like you
No.
were gone.
No, this
I
was all
see.
because of
Oh, pride, right?
yes.
I mean, I think it's hot personally, but that's just me though.
I couldn't support the queens in the drag shows financially. So I just ripped out my vocal cords and handed it to them.
You gave them all the audible support you possibly could muster.
Oh, most definitely. Gave
believe
myself a headache.
Fucking broke the sound barrier, I'm sure.
Well, I get it from my mom. Goddamn.
Period. But yeah, guys, I will be back with AG, which is nice. Thank you for coming up, Caro.
Yeah. Man, I tried to do my cutesy high voice, but I can't right now.
Listen, the voice is gone, but it was a worthy sacrifice. And no,
was
I
a
didn't make
worthy
my Alfredo yet, Faith. Okay. Oh wow. Oh, Carmen. My gosh. But anyway, y'all, I will be back. And no, I want to make the goddamn Alfredo because it has like the really special noodles I got from
Oh
Trader
my God.
Joe's.
Yes.
Oh my god, I might even record making the pasta just because I know the shit about to hit.
Oh.
I know this shit about to hit.
Please.
Or maybe I could do like a live stream of me cooking. Whatever you guys want. But anyway, I will
Make it a limited thing. Go live.
Okay. A limited edition. Period.
Yes.
All right. But y'all, I'm going to go on my main account in 5 minutes, and then I will be joining AG on her account. But I will see you guys over there. Mwah.
Bye-bye.
Hello, everyone. Hopefully, this is a less triggering experience. For everyone involved. Hi, everyone. I hope y'all are doing well. I uninstalled and reinstalled the app, so let's hope that that does something. I don't know what, but something. Hi Cicada, hi Mars. We are back indeed, Robin. Hey Alex. Fit check. when someone comes up here. Gohan, I'm so glad. Oh, thank you, Robin. Hi, Key. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in, welcome in. Hello, Emily. I do like spicy food. And shrimp, period. I love that for you. Hi, Blue. Y'all, please hop in the guest request if you think being lesbian is wrong. And only if you think being lesbian is wrong. Also, y'all, tap. Hi, Aunt. Hey, Rizzy Sam is crazy. Hi, Omelet. Period, Amala. Love you more, darling. Yeah, I got this top from Forever 21. Wait, hold on, actually. Now that more people are here, we can do the fit check. Very simple fit, nothing to see here, but this is the fit in question. It's a lace top with just a little bralette underneath. Tis the fit. I enjoy it. I like it. Thank you, Clarice. Thank you, Katie. Thank you, Skylark. Thank you, Cicada. Yes, tap and fill the bar, and then share, and then repeat. Period. Thank you, Cynthia. Thank you, Omni. Hello?
So today, question mark. Fuck you.
Interesting. Anyway. Stop, Key. Hello?
Hey, so is the topic, is it why is being lesbian wrong?
Yeah?
Okay.
How old are you?
25.
Okay.
I would say, what do you mean by,
all the roses, Brooke.
let me ask you, what are you meaning, like, what exactly wrong? Like, explain more a little bit on that.
Morally.
Like, you talk morally, like, you talk about, like, morally, like, in a religious aspect, or, like, morally
Well, I
as,
mean,
like...
it depends on where you get your morals from, I guess. If you get your morals from religion, then sure.
No, I was like, so you're just talking about, like, like, you meaning wrong isn't a bad thing to do, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I mean, in that sense, I mean, really, the only thing that I can say where it comes into play, I guess, where it becomes kind of wrong, is where it just comes to the natural instinct and desire of a female to want to love and care, and some
Did she not
female
love and care her girlfriend?
Well, some females feel then they want that to be on, like, more of like a motherlyhood aspect, and then then you get into the argument of that changes it from the argument of it as being a lesbian wrong to same-sex marriage, same parenting. So that I'll just stay away from that. But I would say that it can cause like conflict because the desire, and I feel this with both, even to be gay. I just feel like there's traits naturally and an actual, like, what a stereotypical relationship would be in such the animal kingdom of a male female, regardless if it's an insect, a fish, a tiger, a whale, it doesn't matter, male and female to reproduce. I'd feel like there's traits that men naturally have that women don't have, vice versa. And I would say when it goes down to, when it becomes to like being lesbian, you notice that between the two in the pair, there, and the same thing goes to I'd just say same sex in general. You compare the two of the male or the female as to which one plays the male and which one plays the female. There's a more dominant, more masculine, and that just kind of goes down to, I don't know, confusion, I guess, because
this isn't okay. There's a lot to tackle here. Number one, we see lesbian and GAY, also can't say the GAY word, but we see lesbian and GAY behavior in biology all the time, in the animal kingdom, I mean. Bonobos are mostly lesbian, actually. Giraffes exhibit more GAY behavior than heterosexual behavior, and in over 500 mammalian species, we see GAY behavior, even if it is in the minority. Aside from that, the opinion or the idea that it's a woman's natural inclination to like men is also not the case, because no one is born straight and no one is born queer. This would be a genetic predisposition. And also in lesbian relationships, not every time is there a masculine and feminine or dominant and submissive. There are femme on femme relationships, there are mask on mask relationships. So,
well, you stated that nobody's born straight or anything, and I'm not one of those guys that join the live that's just gonna say it, like, be one of those guys and be like, oh, like, by all means, I have open views on each thing, but you are born, everything is born with natural instincts, and one of the natural instincts is to reproduce. That is hardwired into any living creatures, like, regardless of how us being humans, we have the self-control conscience of, like, we're self-aware. When for example, like a common housefly or like even a caterpillar, when it turns into a butterfly, that butterfly's mission is to migrate south, reproduce, and die. Its whole life mission was to reproduce. So when it comes to that, I would say that that's kind of conflicted. I would say sexuality and its whole ideal is just kind of like a construct of what to make sense. And you go to the animal kingdom, same type animal, on action. There's other meaning behind that too. It's not just for sexual gratification or pleasure or intimacy as us humans perceive it, and for us as we romanticize relationships and everything. That's why a male grizzly bear.
What about asexual people?
Asexual people, that's where I told you where it comes down to where us being humans, we're self-conscious and self-aware. We have the ability to make our own choices and decisions. But the grizzly bear, the male 800-pound, 7-foot grizzly bear, its goal in life is to reproduce. And its reproduce is through sexual reproduction. But that grizzly bear isn't romanticizing and forming a relationship with that female grizzly bear. It is fighting another male grizzly bear and proving dominance, and then that's the reward. So
what are the queer grizzly bears doing?
There is no queer grizzly bears.
That's not true.
But that is true. That's where I was getting at. The forms of queer or homosexuality we see in the animal kingdom is there's different. It's not on how we perceive homosexuality. I'm not kissing a man to prove that my car is faster than him, I'm not kissing a man to have to prove for a mate or whatever. You see your two dogs, boy dog. You take them outside, they're not fixed. They start doing their little thing. It's not because they're sexually attracted to each other. It's a form of dominance.
Well, bears are not dogs.
Exactly.
Right. So just because the dogs are doing it to show dominance doesn't mean the bears and every other mammal species that we've discovered that has queer relations, they're doing it to show dominance. And also, not every Can you show me a source that says all of the 500 plus LGBT, well not LGBT, but GAY or lesbian animal species that we've discovered are actually not LGBT or lesbian at all, and actually they're just trying to dominate each other? Because that's not what the studies are showing.
They're not. That's not a thing. What you just mentioned is not a thing. There is no LGBTQ animals. That's not a thing.
There are queer animals.
That's
There's
not a
homosexual
thing.
animals. It is.
That's not a
But
thing.
there's dudes.
See, what you guys, but that's
Just
not a
look
thing.
it up.
What you guys are misunderstanding is you guys are misunderstanding sexuality as a form of connection of a relationship. That's why I go back to us being humans. We're self-aware. Our relationships are going to be a lot deeper and have more meaning to, as opposed.
Yeah. So
to,
why are we talking about the grizzly bears?
You just cut me off. You brought that up.
No, I said why
No,
are you talking
first
about
brought
that?
it up. If now you're saying that
Because she
human
said
relationships are
she said
deeper,
coming out of the womb, nobody is born straight, gay, or doesn't have a sexuality, and I
But they're
agreed
not.
with her. I agreed with her, and you also agreed with the statement, though, that any living creature is born instinctively with the instinct of reproduction.
no, I didn't agree to that. That's why I
You
said
did
what
agree.
about. That's why I said what about ace people?
You agreed before she joined.
I did not. I said what about ace people?
You literally joined, right? You literally agreed right before she joined.
I did not. I said what about asexual people?
And that's when I told you, I said that's why us being humans and we're self-aware and we have a conscience and we can choose whether or not to reproduce or not. But instinctively, that is why we are born with what we have.
Being
It is for
asexual does not mean
reproduction.
choosing to be celibate or choosing to not have children. You can be heterosexual and choose to not have children. Asexuality is a lack of desire for or a complete and utter aversion to sex.
Right, but what is your definition of, so for sex for reproduction is what would be textbook between male genitalia, which would be a P, and female genitalia, which would be a V, and you would need both of those to correlate to inseminate to be able to form a fetus. So what you're saying is you need to have, so asexual, it doesn't matter, you would still, to have a kid, you would still have to have straight
They don't
sex.
want to have kids. But the reason I bring this up is because you're making it seem like every single person on the planet has the inclination from birth to want to reproduce. Not every person wants to reproduce.
But now where you're getting conflicted at is you're getting conflicted at your self-conscious, to where that makes you and me. That's why that you have split hair, why you have heart glasses. That what makes you. That's your self-conscious. That makes you who you are, and what makes it us as a human species special. But hardwiredly, so if I take away that conscious, say I can pull it out like a string out of your skull, like a little spell, and suck away that self-conscious, and I just put you as base form human, your natural reaction, your natural instinction is going to be eat, sleep, and reproduction. Those are
That
the
is
three
not
factors
true for
of
all
survival.
humans.
Those are the three means of survival.
Because you could never hold a baby, you wouldn't know that. So you wouldn't know if a woman wants to go through what holding a baby in her belly.
It's not what you want. It's not what you want to do. It's what your brain and is what your body already becomes physically.
You're not a
capable of
female.
doing.
How
I
would
know
you
I'm not a
fucking
female.
know?
I
You just get
understand
to
I'm not
you just get to get off, brother.
I'm
We're
not
the ones that
getting
have to.
off.
We're the ones that. No,
I'm
you.
not-
All you
but
do
I'm
is
not.
provide the seed, homie. All you do
I
is
know.
provide the seed. Let me finish a sentence. Stop speaking in the middle of my sentence.
Yeah,
All you do
I'm
is
not.
provide the seed.
I know.
So a woman is the one that has to hold that for 9 to 10 months.
Right.
You wouldn't know what that's like.
You're right,
So I
I
don't know
wouldn't,
why
because
you're
my body
speaking
was-
on that. Statistics go against you.
So you're right. I wouldn't know how to do that because my body was.
Can we just?
Hold
I think we should just.
It's delayed, so just let them. Whatever.
Like,
Hold on. We should just.
It's delayed, so just let them.
Oop. That's a message from God, if you ask me.
Hello?
It's not you, it's him.
Oh, okay.
So my body's not naturally developed to be able to house a
not you,
kid
it's him.
or to like give birth. So my body's not naturally developed to be able to house.
You're echoing, bestie. I think that might be a sign. No, it's okay, Key. No worries. There's a delay, so whenever you mute someone, it might be after they're cutting someone off. So, but you're good.
If you want to go on my account, we can. By the way,
bet.
Okay.
Bet.
Also, I wanted to tell you, I was going to text you this today, but I decided to sleep all day. If I'm speaking and you want to say something, please speak. Just start speaking, because I will be quiet.
You sure?
Because, like, yes. Like, if you want to make a point and I'm just yapping, like, you're very respectful. But, like, I don't understand that shit. So, like, I'll just keep talking. And I don't want to be like, Sam, can you answer the question? I would rather you just, like, if you want to speak, please just speak and I'll shut up, for real. Like,
okay.
If you have a point to make or anything, you can always interrupt me. I'm literally
rude.
No, it's not, because I don't understand that shit. So that's what's great about me and my girlfriend. I have autism, she has ADHD, and all we do is interrupt each other. And I know you have ADHD too, right?
I don't think so. Damn, am I being clocked?
No. No. I thought you said you did before.
No, my boyfriend.
Okay.
Yeah, not me. To my knowledge.
Okay. I don't know. I thought you said you did. But anyways, please interrupt me because I won't know when to stop. But I just wanted to make that clear with you because I know that you're probably sitting there like, I was thinking yesterday when you were on my panel after the live ended, and I was like, I saw you in the corner just kind of like doing your own thing, and I was like, I don't think Sam, like, I'm not giving space to Sam to speak because I will just speak. But I want you to, like, I would rather it be 50-50.
Okay.
And also, if I'm talking too much up here, just mute me for real. Or text me and be like, shh.
I'm not gonna mute you, first of all.
Okay, fair enough. But I don't know. I won't know that shit, and I'm working on it, like, with interrupting people on lives. Because I have a really bad problem with interrupting people. But...
Well, like, there have been a few times where just kind of like there were just a lot of overlap. So I literally just said to everyone, like, I didn't just single anyone out. I was like, everyone, shut the fuck up, respectfully. But like on here, you're never usually like over talking me, I don't think. But when it's your own platform, it's like you get in the moment, you get into it. That's understandable. But I will try to not be reclusive instead when I have a point to make.
No, well, you can, like, I want you to do whatever makes you comfortable. Like, if I like being on your panel, because, like, it's not as, like, you're not hosting the live, so you don't have to speak if you don't want to. So, like, if that's what you like doing too, like, where you're just kind of sitting in the back and you're listening, but, like, and then you're like, oh, I have a fire point, hold on. Like, if you want to do that, 100%. You know? But I just wanted to say that, like, feel free to speak anytime, even if I'm yapping. Like, if you have a point, just say, like, hey, hold on. I don't want you to feel like you can't speak if I'm speaking, because I won't know.
Thank you. Because I was also kind of worried, like, I don't want to be a rude hoe. So thank you.
I know, I was like, because now we're doing this a lot, and I was like, I feel like me and Sam need to talk about, because I don't fucking understand that shit of, like, and I'm trying to learn, and because me and my girlfriend just interrupt each other, and that's just how our conversations go. But I'm like, but I want to be respectful to you, and obviously if you're on my platform, obviously you're going to probably be more reclusive to not step in if I'm speaking, but I would rather you just be like, hold on here, I have a point to make.
Okay, period.
Yeah.
Migration time.
Okay, going over to mine.
The accents are already starting. Fuck.
Shit, sorry.
We're doomed.
Okay, are we going to mine now, or do you want to do a couple more on yours?
We can do a few. We can do like 2 more on here, see what happens, and then we can move over. That person looks like a child, so let's not do that. Hold on. Hello? All right. Well,
nobody want to listen to that, brother.
No. No, thank you. With the utmost respect. No, thank you.
Okay, Cup of Noodles, if you join my live, I'll...
Hello.
Hi. How old are you?
I'm 21.
Okay. Do you think being lesbian is wrong?
I just have a really baby face, that's all.
Okay. I made that connection. I was like, maybe I won't judge, but if you come up here sounding like a fetus, then I'm gonna have to drop you. But
Oh, okay.
But
I don't think nothing's wrong with it. I just feel like everybody can choose or be what they want to be, you know?
Oh,
Like if I like females, that's what I like, right? And if you like females or male, whatever, I think everybody has a choice, you know, they pick whatever they want to be, you know?
Well, I do want to emphasize that sexuality isn't necessarily a choice. The only thing you choose is like whether or not you want to have sex or whether or not you want to date people. But like the attraction itself is not biologically a choice.
Oh, okay. Makes sense because I don't really know too much about the subject, you know, so.
Oh yeah, that's fine. But thank you for coming up and being so sweet.
Yeah, you're welcome. I don't think that, I think, bye-bye.
All right.
Period, Pooh Bear.
You're going to jail for saying Pooh Bear. You're done. It's the penitentiary.
It's just such a fun word to say.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, how old are you?
No.
I am 16. Oh, is that considered to be like,
Girl, stop it.
Anyways. All right, and then is it gonna happen again? Brace yourselves, people. Hold on.
So funny because she
happen again. Brace
yourselves. Oh my god! Please fix your fucking phone. I will Venmo you the money required to get that shit repaired. Please. Please. Thank you. Anyways. Oh wait, hold on. I beg you request this dude up. What dude? Oh, this dude? Hold on. I'm gonna send a request. I'm gonna send an invite to this person. And if they accept the invite, then cool. And if not, then we schmoove. He's been here for 3 days straight. Are you serious? That's not. That's a little depressing. Like, just a tad. A fan. Oh, well. I fear they did not accept the invitation. Hello?
No, they did.
Hello?
Hi, how old are you?
27.
Okay, do you think being lesbian is wrong?
No, I love lesbians.
Oh, okay. Per. Well, thank you for coming up.
Pooh Bear?
I am only looking for opposition, but thank you for coming up.
Oh, okay.
We love you though.
Indeed. Much love. Mwah. You're done.
And she was a fairy.
And he was a fairy. Okay. The only person in the guest request is someone I've already spoken to earlier today. So we will now move.
Hop over to mine if you want.
Okay. And I will have my cupcake.
Period.
Period.
Yeah, you can eat it and not have to worry about talking.
Yay!
Unless you want to.
I love eating my cupcake and doing nothing else but eating my cupcake.
Honestly, I like the way you eat cupcakes is so peaceful. Like, not a mess. You don't make a mess out of a fucking cupcake.
Thank you. Thank you. People keep asking me if I chew, and the answer is actually no. Because the cupcakes I get are so soft, I don't have to chew. I get that luxury
They just
shit.
slide down. They just slide right down. I'm sorry, that's the image you gave me.
That question coming from a lesbian is crazy work.
Well, I wasn't thinking about it that way. I was just thinking about like the moist cupcake just going down.
Oh, now we're using words like moist, all casual.
Yo, I don't
just
understand why people
casually-
don't like. I don't understand why people got a problem with the word moist. I personally don't. But maybe that's just me.
My psyche does. Ew.
What is the aversion to the word moist?
Stop! Stop!
Sorry, I can't say it without saying it.
Please. Oh my god.
I think everybody
Even
just
the
says they
people-
hate it.
No, it's cause the word feels like the sensation.
I think I don't know.
Don't say it again. Don't, please. Please
I
don't.
won't. I'll spare y'all. I'm sorry.
Plus 10 psychic damage is crazy. Alright.
I'm gonna go over to mine. Shh, don't be mad.
I might have to block you. Alright,
Rapidity!
Where did you find this?
This is from Disney, bro. You can put it in a hat, and it'll literally sit like it's a magnet. So you can literally have Rapatootie inside your chef hat.
You would be the only person who finds that shit and purchases it with your adult money.
My girlfriend actually bought that, and I was so
that's
jealous.
even better. That's even better.
They said put it down. They said AG put it down. No. Actually I did. But.
No.
Okay.
Alright. Okay, y'all, we will be migrating to AG raid. Alright. See you guys in a few minutes.
Wait, there we go. What's up, everybody? All right. When do we get Sam and their cupcakes? Whenever Sam, probably gonna get the cupcakes. Sam's gonna get the cupcakes and then join. Alright. Hold on, y'all. I forgot my high tea music. My British music. Y'all tap that screen, share it with your friends, and then we'll get some debates going. What's up, what's up? How's everybody doing today? How's everybody feeling? Also, let me know if mic sounds good, if everything sounds good. Appreciate y'all for the likes. If you're joining right now and you think being lesbian is wrong, click the guest request to debate. Alright. Again, if you're joining and you think being lesbian is wrong, click the guest request to debate. Alright. What's up, Milo? Will we have SpongeBob tracks playing? Maybe, but right now I'm on like the. I have Right now I'm super into like British music.
All of the fucking the British influences, they can't be unspoken. Me neither.
If you're watching right now and you think being lesbian is wrong, click the guest request to debate. Thank you. Not Abigail in here. Let's see if it works. I'm gonna be so mad if there's an echo, Shoddy, for real. Thank you, Eden.
I'm mad if there's an echo, Shoddy, for real.
No, you're gonna be blocked. Okay, moving on. If you're joining right now and you think being lesbian, period.
Yeah.
If you're joining and you think being lesbian is wrong, click the guest request to debate. What's up? How old are you?
Yeah, I'm 22. What's up?
All right, you think being lesbian is wrong?
No. I'm sorry, but I feel like everybody's a lesbian. Okay, straight up. Because lesbian is what? Just gay, isn't it? And you like women. Boom. Right? Okay. So look, men, they like women. Okay. And if you're gay, you like men. So boom. It's just the opposite. Everybody's a lesbian. It's crazy. Why are we really? Why is this even a?
No sense, homie.
Yeah, it does. It makes yeah, it does. You got this.
Makes you feel better.
No, it makes plenty of sense. Everybody's lesbian.
Well, glad you don't think it's wrong, but if you're joining right now and you think being lesbian is wrong, click the guest request to debate.
What an intriguing beginning.
Yeah, that was definitely my brain hurts.
They definitely said
that was male math for y'all. That was male math.
Yeah, for
Not
real.
even girl math. That was male math. Thank y'all for the dolphin and the roses. If you're watching and you think being lesbian is wrong, click the guest request to debate.
Howdy.
What's up, how old are you? Thank you so much, Maddie.
Howdy.
Howdy, how old are you?
Hi.
I'm 14. I don't think it's wrong, but like,
Well, you gotta be 18, homie. You gotta be 18 years old. I know you can see the 18. Don't be lying to me. Thank you, Andy, for the roses. What's up, Rex? How old are you?
Lying to him. Fuck, guess what? Shit.
I'm older than 18. Believe me.
Okay. Do you think being lesbian is wrong?
Being lesbian is not really a point. All I know is, do you support a free Palestine?
I honestly don't know enough to tell you on any of that.
Well, get yourself informed.
Okay. Yes, sir. But, oh my gosh. What's with the...
What? Oh, okay. Anyway, thank you.
Dude's guzzling. What's up, dude? How old are you?
Oh, well, I guess we'll never know.
And she was a fairy. Why is there a pig on the mic? he was definitely Rex from Galaxy of the Guardians. What's up? How old are you?
Hello?
Hey, how old are you?
I am 22.
Alright, you think being lesbian is wrong?
No, I don't really think it's wrong.
Okay. Well, I'm just looking for people that do think it is wrong. Appreciate you.
Alright.
Take it easy. And if you're watching, you think being lesbian is wrong, click the guest quest to debate.
Hi.
Hi, how old are you?
21.
Alright, you think being lesbian is wrong?
I think it is wrong, to be honest, because I'm not saying it's wrong, but I want to get, I'm sorry, I can't speak. Can you, teach me about it? Because I don't want to be homophobic, you know?
Well, what do you not understand?
I don't think I understand, I think it's wrong to be lesbian.
Okay, but why?
Because I think... I don't know. Haha, nigga!
Oh. Disgusting.
Ew. This godforsaken app.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, how old are you?
I'm 35.
Alright, do you think that being lesbian is wrong?
Can you define to me your terms of what wrong is? Morally,
immoral,
are we talking about socially?
Typically when we talk about something being wrong, we typically talk about morals.
Oh. So then I think it's wrong.
Okay, how come?
Well, I talked about this with another lady the other night, but she just kind of shut me down. But so let's say, I know a long time ago the percentages and stuff were different and population is different, but you know how it's trending and stuff now. Even with the population at 8 billion, if at least 90% of the people were lesbian, and let's say 12% were gay, it would slowly stop the population. The only way to go forward would be in vitro. So it would slow down the population and it would almost ultimately come to a halt.
Yeah, so
now,
it wouldn't come to a halt.
Whoever you want.
It wouldn't come to a halt. It wouldn't come to a halt because of modern day medicine, and also because these predispositions are always going to be a thing. You can't choose it. So whether it's a trend or not, those people are going to you can't trend a sexual orientation. That's just not how it works. You either are or you're not attracted, and as you get older, you're going to figure that out on your own. But
yeah, I understand that.
So with that being said, what was I saying? Sam, if you have a point, feel free to make one. I forgot what I was saying.
It was just that considering being lesbian isn't a choice, one, if you're worried about this, you'd have to be equally worried about being infertile, which is actually more common than being lesbian.
Yeah, it's 1 in 7 couples are infertile.
Yeah.
1 in 7 couples. Now, when you say couples,
which would mean one.
Are you talking lesbian? Are you talking hetero?
No, straight. Hetero.
Okay, so that could also mean that the part of that percentage would be the male that's infertile.
Exactly. I can give you what percentage of males and what percentage of females are infertile.
Okay, what is that?
I'm gonna give it to you in a second.
Oh, okay. I thought you had it ready.
No, I have the 1 in 7 couples are infertile. What's up, Aaron?
Hi, Aaron.
Okay, so 10 to 15% of women are. Okay, and so lesbians make up less than 2% of the population. And then I think GAY men make up less than 2% of the population as well. And then I'll give you the stat for the men.
Now, is that just the United States or is that world population?
United States.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I was talking about humanity, not just United States.
Okay. Oh, actually, no, that's globally. Sorry. Globally, 10 to 15% of women
Oh, okay.
are infertile. And then globally, it's... so globally, it's 8 to 12% of men are infertile. And then in the U.S., it's 30 to 40%. And then in the U.S., from women, it's approximately 10% of women are infertile.
And then globally for the lesbian population, it's around 2%, as about 4.5% of people globally identify as LGBTQ.
Okay, and if that keeps trending, if that keeps
so
going
again, you're gonna have to prove that sexual orientation could be a trend, right? So
it is a trend.
Is it a choice?
Okay, 10 years. I never said it was a choice. The argument is lesbian being wrong. Your argument is not about it being a choice. I don't care if it's a choice or not. I mean, if you make it, you make it. That's the whole point of the world.
Okay, but if it's not a choice, then it can't be a trend, right? Because like a clothing item can be a trend, but I can choose to put that on, or I can choose to purchase that. I can't choose my attraction. It's
10
not a
years
trend.
ago till now, can you tell me how much the population has increased since all of this stuff has been going live on TV, TikTok, and gone worldwide? Because I remember when I was in school, before this was popular, I had a friend.
So it's not popular, it's being accepted, and there's a big difference because we fought to be here and to have equal rights. So what you deem as popular is what we deem as normal. It's normalized, and it should be because there's nothing wrong with us. And so you saying that it's popular because you see it everywhere is just absolutely obnoxious. It's just normalized.
Okay, I mean, I'm only saying what I have witnessed myself, especially in my town.
Okay, so
that's
people
anecdotal.
were forced to be closeted,
How
and
is
now
that
they're not.
anecdotal?
So, if you want to talk about globally, okay.
Just
So if it's a
because
trend,
I'm
if
not
it's a trend,
doing,
hold
like,
on,
a control group and actually studying it.
Thomas. So if you actually studied this and you're talking about globally affecting, in 68 countries it's completely outlawed to be GAY. You cannot go out with a partner. You have to be completely hidden, otherwise you can be literally locked up and put in jail for life, or get the death sentence for it. So if you want to talk about globally, in 68 countries it's completely illegal to be a lesbian or a GAY man.
Okay. Then I mean,
So what
they have
is
their
your
reasons, and the
concern?
reasons are is what I'm saying. And I mean, in Africa, it's a whole Christianity belief. That's the reason they outlaw.
Okay, so I already know what this argument is, and it falls apart very quickly because we saw the exact same shit happen with left-handed people a few, like 100-ish years ago. It was
how does it
viewed
fall
in like.
apart? I know modern
you'll see.
medicine will help
If you would let
impregnate
Sam
people.
speak,
if
you would let Sam
explain,
speak.
that would be fire. And around the late 1700s, early 1800s, I believe, it was viewed that if you were left-handed, you had the mark of the devil. It was viewed as something that was an illness of sorts. So people hid the fact that they were left-handed, and instead they taught themselves to be ambidextrous, so they wouldn't be seen writing with their left hand. So people wouldn't, try to exercise them for no reason. And then as we slowly started to accept left-handedness as something that is not necessarily a disorder, it is just a difference, we started seeing the number of left-handed people trend upward. There weren't more left-handed people. There were more people who happened to already be left-handed being able to show that they're left-handed outside. It's the same thing. There isn't a trend of increased GAY people. There is a trend of increased GAY people being able to be outside and also GAY. So.
Whereas before they were just in the closet.
Yeah.
Thomas, you can unmute.
they know how to unmute.
Well, I'll give you 10 seconds, Thomas, to figure out where the unmute button is, and then I'll move on if you can't find it. It's at the bottom.
It's shaped like a little mini microphone.
Thomas. Words are spoken for nothing. Alright, if you're watching right now and you think being lesbian is wrong, click the guest request to debate. Like and share the live, everybody. What's up? How old are you?
Okay, I know I'm not 18, but just hear me out.
Oh, no, nobody's hearing you out. No, thank you. Bye.
No. You will not be heard. No.
Hello.
What's up? How old are you?
18, 2006, April.
Oh, God.
Yeah, are you the person from the other live I was on?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for the roses, Ellie. Yeah, so what was your argument with the Bears and shit?
I never said anything about the Bears.
Sam,
that wasn't. No, that wasn't them.
Oh, okay.
We actually had a very pleasant conversation. It was short, but I think they just asked me a question and I answered the question. And that was the end of it. But welcome back.
Yeah, that's cool. I got educated.
Cool. Sorry for thinking you were somebody else.
It's okay. I got pressured to leave that live right before it was over because everyone got me mixed up with the other guy, and it was very annoying. Well, completely unrelated question. Should I get a ukulele or a travel guitar? Because I'm gonna let some random person on the internet decide it for me.
Ooh.
Well, what do you think would be more beneficial to you in the long term? Do you think you'll like ukulele a year from now?
I mean, I'm probably still gonna play it, but at the same time,
travel guitar.
I travel a lot, so
travel guitar.
Travel guitar.
Okay. Thank you, chat. Bye.
Period. Take care.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you, Mick, for the roses.
I feel very strongly about this.
Yeah, everybody's saying travel guitar. Ukuleles are cool. You can always get a ukulele later. But I think if you're going to invest in one, invest in the travel guitar first.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, moving on. If you think that being lesbian is wrong, click the guest request to debate. Share and like the live with your friends. What's up? How old are you?
I'm 16.
Oh, fuck. You gotta be 18, bro. You realize.
How'd you fumble that hard? The first question.
At least he was telling the truth from the jump, you know. Shit.
Not on purpose, but fair enough.
What's up? How old are you?
Y'all some bitches.
No. You're a child. Thank you, mother, for the
Hello?
No. Absolutely not. Don't breathe in my ear like that. Thank you, Abby, for the tiny Johnny.
I feel violated.
I'm 27.
Thank you, Robert, for the heart. You're 27?
Yeah.
Okay, can you back up the mic a little bit, and then why do you think that being lesbian is wrong?
I don't have nothing against it, but
this is a child.
Yeah, I'm 9 years old.
Okay.
I don't know about that, but that's definitely a child. Thank you.
Why'd you say you're gonna cancel my subscription? What the hell does that mean?
Ow.
Okay. If you're watching anything being lesbian, no. If you're watching anything being lesbian, thank you so much for the choice. If you're watching anything being lesbian is wrong, click the guest request to debate. What's up? How old are you? Hello. And he was a fairy. Why did all the people that I just dropped join again? Thank you so much for this one. I appreciate you. Thank you. What's up? How old are you? Hello? I'm glad you thought that was funny, but nobody's laughing, so.
I'm just concerned.
Don't get a Hemi. What's up? How old are you? Oh. Toodaloo. Just a bunch of, if you're watching, you think being lesbian is wrong, click the guest request. Take a bite.
Hello.
Ethan, thank you so much for the $5 on Venmo. I appreciate you, Ethan. W Ethan in the chat. What's up? How old are you?
23.
All right. Do you think being lesbian is wrong?
Not necessarily, but I like debating things. So.
Okay.
If I had to say that it was wrong, then it would only be because I think that if you look at things from a biological standpoint, like, I just feel like if two creatures can't create, like, a child, then...
Do you think that biology is amoral?
Do I think it's not moral?
Do you think biology is amoral? Like, it's not immoral or moral. Like, it's amoral. It doesn't have any moral significance. Like, science is, like, amoral, and biology is science, right? Do you think biology is amoral?
To be honest, I'm not entirely sure that I understand.
Let me see. Do you think nature can make moral claims? Like, do you think nature can decide whether...
Morals. Like nature is just how things are, in my eyes, at least.
Right. So it's like it's amoral. Like, okay, so for example, like me, whether I have a reproductive system or don't, it's amoral. It doesn't matter, right? Because that's my burden to bear, right?
Yeah.
So you'd say it's amoral?
Yeah. I think that or were you going to continue with that? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
I just wanted you to answer if it was amoral to you, like if biology is amoral.
Okay, yeah, no.
Do you know what that means?
It is amoral.
Okay.
Yeah, from what you guys just explained, then it'd be amoral.
Okay. So then, based off of that, if your claim about why being lesbian would be wrong is based off of a biological claim, but then you've previously acknowledged that biology cannot have morality, it is amoral, then you would find your viewpoint to be contradictory.
And since you want to debate, we can concede and go to another argument. Or if you want to finish out I know I interrupted you, but if you want to finish out your point, because I think you were just talking about reproduction in biology, but...
Yeah, no, like I said, if I'm being completely honest, I got a little confused back there, but it's okay. What I was saying is, I just think that, I personally feel that, like, nature is sort of like the best example of how things should be, to an extent. So I know a lot of people don't necessarily agree with all those things, but I think like survival of the fittest and
well I would say
like
then
that.
if you agree with nature, or you appeal to nature, then homosexuality is all throughout the nature kingdom. There's over 3,000 species that practice homosexuality.
Well, I don't know why that would be. Do you know why that would be? Is it for their own pleasure, or like...
It depends. There's lots of different reasons, but we know like penguins, like they will like lesbian penguins will mate together and then take like another like a straight couple's baby and then take it as their own and like nurture it and love it and treat it like it's their own kid.
Well, they won't take it because it sounds like they're thieving.
Yeah,
it's more like it's more like the straight couple of penguins abandons their penguin egg, and a lesbian couple finds it. Then they'll raise it as their own.
That's pretty interesting. I actually didn't know that.
Yeah.
I think that I guess that I think that one of the codes of I forget, I sound like I'm speaking gibberish, but
no, you're good.
One of the natural laws or something like that, I forget what it's called exactly, the goal of a living creature is supposed to be to reproduce, or that's one of their goals is to reproduce and carry on that species existing, or its bloodline. And so if everybody on the planet, I know this is obviously super far-fetched, but if we all decided to be lesbians or gay or something like that, be with a partner that we can't procreate with, then we would all go extinct. So.
Yeah, and in the same case, if everybody was infertile, it'd be the same thing, right? So neither are a choice. So we can't decide either. You can't choose to be infertile, and you can't choose to be a lesbian. But if you say, if you put everybody on an island and they were all women, then no shit. But if you say that we're in today's day and age, and 90% of the population is gay or queer or something like that, does that take away modern day medicine? Because modern day medicine isn't going away. That's why we have to jump to these crazy hypotheticals. But we can procreate. We can procreate using IVF the same way a straight infertile couple can procreate.
Yeah, I guess that's true, actually. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I don't have a very strong debate for this.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's all good, bro. I appreciate you're in good faith, so I appreciate it.
And thank you for the conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, thank you guys. I was just bored and thought maybe I'd have something to say, but...
It's all good, brother. Well, take it easy, man.
Yeah, you too.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you. All right, moving on. This dude's got a lot to say in the comments, so... He thinks I'm scared of him or something. How old are you?
I'm 43.
All right. Do you think that being lesbian is wrong?
Oh, I imagine. Listen, you look at my profile picture, you're like, oh, there's a white man, but I'm Irish and Italian, so I literally have no, as most people would consider, white man in my blood. I'm Irish and Italian. If you look back,
what does this have to do with being lesbian?
Well, no, I just wanted to, I know I come into a lot of chats like this, and as soon as I come in, I'm the white guy with his fucking straight opinion and all this bullshit.
Well, I'm not going to say that. I don't care. I have yet to say that. I've asked you if you think that being lesbian is wrong.
I'm mad. Appreciate that, by the way. I really do, because I have come in a lot of chats on here. I try to do a lot of lives and help people out, you know what I mean? I go in their lives, and if we're talking about good shit, I'll send them gifts and shit, but I get yelled at a lot, and I get told, oh, no, you don't know what you're talking about. You're a white dude. You're a straight white guy. You don't fucking know. You shouldn't even be in here. I get yelled at a lot. It bugs me.
Okay,
I know it
understand.
shouldn't.
Do you think that being lesbian is wrong?
No, absolutely. No, absolutely not.
Okay. All right, man.
One thing I do have to say about I actually asked to come in here because of the last person that was on here, the one that you just let go. Their statements on some things kind of bugged me a bit.
Oh, he wasn't for real. He doesn't think anything was wrong with being lesbian. He just was trying to find an argument. He just liked to debate. He said he was bored.
All right, well that's fair. I get bored sometimes. I like to debate as well. Sorry.
All right. Well, I appreciate you, brother. Take it easy, okay?
I know. Yeah. I appreciate it. Thanks.
Absolutely. Take it easy, man. All right. Moving on.
He seemed pleasant. I thought you said he was being a dickhead.
Hey.
How old are you?
Hi, I'm 24. I was born in 2000. I don't think that being a lesbian is wrong, but the person before that last guy was talking about the role of homosexuality in nature and how he just didn't know, and I study that a lot. And
Oh, okay.
I was studying like gorilla societies, and that the role of homosexuality in men actually had several positive benefits for gorilla societies. One of which was alleviating stress, because while the main, well, I guess alpha gorilla would be collecting food, they would have a man that was capable of taking care of the women in the society, so that way they felt more comfortable leaving, and the females actually felt more comfortable with those homosexual men because they didn't feel like those homosexual gorillas were going to take advantage of them.
Like real life.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
like real life. It's crazy. So though,
Hey, if you wanna DM me, like, because you said you researched this, I would love for you to
Yes.
share like all info you have.
Wait, hi you. I was looking away.
Hi. yes,
Thank you, Jay, for the heart me.
yeah,
Yeah,
but I will
my DMs are
definitely
open,
allow-
bro. I'd love for you to share anything that you have, especially since you study it. Thank you, Lori,
Yeah.
for the heart me.
No problem. I will gladly leave.
No, I appreciate you so much. Thanks for sharing that. And take it easy, okay?
All right, thank you. You too.
Absolutely. All right, moving on to the next. If you think that being lesbian is wrong, click the guest request to debate. We're moving on. Let's get those likes up to 30K and then share away with your friends. I'm 22, by the way, for the person that just asked how old I am.
Hi.
What's up? How old are you?
I'm 18.
What year were you born?
2000 and...
Oh, and she was a fairy.
Indeed.
Alright, user, I'll let you in if this person doesn't load. What's up? How old are you?
Oh, hey, my bad, y'all. That was by accident. I'm 24. I'm gay. I have a whole beautiful wife at home. I'm sorry, y'all.
Period. We love you. Take care, okay?
I love you both. I've been watching y'all since forever. Y'all stay safe, okay?
You too.
Her.
You too.
Thank you, my love.
All right, bye-bye,
Take
y'all.
care, okay? Appreciate you. So sweet.
We
All right,
love
we'll
to
go
see it.
User. Again, if you're watching and you think that being lesbian is wrong, click the guest request.
Hey,
What's
how's
up,
it
user?
going,
How old are
guys?
you, man? Good. How are you, man?
Great. This is actually my first live that I've ever joined. I'm
Welcome to the brain rot. We love to have you.
Thank you. So I'm studying cellular biology right now. I'm in my 4th year. And by the way, I'll support you guys at every election. Like, I totally don't really think lesbian is wrong. However, to play devil's advocate with the point that that other guy who came up earlier was talking about reproduction and stuff like that. So you guys brought up an interesting thing where you said, do you think biology is amoral, correct?
Yeah.
So I would actually argue that it is moral. And reason being is if you look at like certain organisms, so like dogs, for example, dogs will have, a social like society. They will essentially function in groups in order to, benefit survival and reproduction. Same thing with apes, you guys understand this. But essentially, these social groups are thought to have formed for that reason. But the thing is, in these social groups, morals have to develop for that same evolutionary reproductive scenario. Because if you're looking at another animal, let's say like a crab or something, who eats their own babies, things like that, who aren't really what we would call social organisms, they don't really have morals. Like, you can't really call them morals. However, since we've basically evolved a social hierarchy and structure, we need morals to evolve with them, which is inherently part, I would say, of evolution. Yeah, I don't know.
I think a key part you said in there is social, right? So my claim is biology by itself, your own biology is amoral, doesn't hold a moral significance. Now we talk about you made a great point about like crabs eating their own babies. They don't have morals because they don't have the brain capacity to hold morals. Correct, obviously. But when we talk about like social and society functioning in groups to benefit others and stuff like that, that does that does have to do with morals.
Yeah, I actually I can agree with that somewhat, especially in the context of humans, since we're just like extremely advanced. I would say I would actually argue to say that our social structure has not evolved with our biology per se as much as it should have by now. But I would also argue to say that for, like, let's say more basal organisms, you're looking at what you can kind of conceive as the first like evidence of morals, and that would be like, you know, a mantis knows what to do after it's like reproduced. It's like gonna like bite its, you know, its mate's head off. It's going to like these things. Some of these things are like legitimately inherent genetically, and obviously there are cases where this is not true, and I think that actually might correlate heavily with homosexuality, because I would say that, like, you know, most human beings, most organisms do have a desire to reproduce with the opposite sex. Not that it is wrong to do, you know, pleasure yourself with the same sex or anything like that, but it is abnormal, and therefore it's, I wouldn't say evolutionarily consistent with what nature is and has been up until this point. And I think these like larger morals that we talk about right now, when it comes to humans, when it comes to like more social organisms, are just evolutions of that first like instinct that when you're born, you want to jump out the nest, or like something like that. Kind of, I would say, started the existence of more complex systems when it comes to inherent being. I guess that's my point, to play devil's advocate. I don't know if you guys want to respond to that.
I'm gonna let Aaron say
like-
something, and then
Oh, yeah,
actually
go
Sam,
ahead.
you can. I'm gonna let Aaron say something, then Sam go, and then I'm gonna write my point down.
Hi, user. You can call me Dumbface, Aaron, whatever you like. Is it okay to refer to you as user?
Yeah, sure.
Is there anything you'd prefer?
User's fine.
Okay, cool. All right, so I think that's not a terrible point you're making. However, I would question the function of morality within biological organism societies and how it presents itself, because so if you think of morals as, if you're being like, let's be completely cynical and cold with it and say that these are basically rules that form in a society to benefit the not just survival but thriving of a society and
Well, yeah, social ones.
Sure. Here's the thing about the biology of it. As the circumstance of the organism changes, I believe the morals also change.
I agree with that.
Okay. So in that case, for example, I think if, let's say, we were ever in an actual population crisis, which I actually think we're far from in terms of, I think we have enough. I don't think we have too many or too little, but I'll get into that another time. Then I think perhaps there will be natural occurring things on a wider scale, and that would sort of prevent us from dying out. I think so.
Yeah,
think
so I definitely agree.
But sorry,
Especially-
I'll wrap up just in a minute. Sorry, I will hear you out. I promise. I believe there have been other species of as the biological organisms get more complex, like reach things like pandas and dodos, where their sort of morality doesn't really help them. I'm not sure. Like, you're probably way more educated in biology than me, if you're in fourth year studying it. But I'm sure you've seen how picky pandas are with their mates and what they eat, and they're being sort of sustained by us more or less at the moment.
Yes.
So, like, that's what I mean. I think sometimes that's why I would say it's amoral, because it doesn't always. They don't the biological sort of, what's the word for instincts, and I can't. There's a word I'm
Instinct is a good word.
But these instincts don't always coincide with our current levels of morality, and I think especially human beings with our overdeveloped brains, we have a responsibility to overcome our instincts and evolve to be what we decide is better, and so we sort of dictate morality to an extent.
Yeah, of course. I definitely understand what you're saying. I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, when you bring up like the example of like pandas, let's say, it's essentially like trying to save almost a dying breed. We've pretty much destroyed many of their habitats. Like, they're environmentally kind of fucked right now.
Yes.
The only reason they're alive is the same reason, like, once we've domesticated like a cow, for example, cows don't survive in the wild. They've been so over domesticated at this point that they literally can't do anything without it. And that's because of us. And it's the same thing with the pandas. It's like, it's really because of us. Now, we don't have aliens trying to cull the herd right now and selectively breed or any of this stuff where they're trying to keep us safe after they've already destroyed whatever 90% of our population. And again, still as it is today, survival and reproduction are the king and queen of life itself. At least that's what I've been taught, and so far that's been consistent. When you are bringing up a really good point though about how society evolves, and I actually do want to definitely agree with the guy who was on here before talking about gorillas. Like, that's an extremely good point, because you are benefiting collective survival at that point. You are at least fulfilling the reproductive quota of someone else. I know that sounds weird to say, by keeping the women safe or something like that.
You know we can reproduce, right?
Of course, I'm saying you choose not to. obviously.
As long as you hold to like both, as long as you say like your logic is consistent that you think it's wrong, reproductive wise, if like a straight couple doesn't reproduce the same way, like if they choose not to reproduce and a lesbian couple chooses not to reproduce, because I would say like when we talk about society, like there's consent involved in that, and I think you'd agree with me that not everybody should be a parent, and that is what comes from reproduction. And so that's where the morals come into it, right? Society-wise and socially-wise is where we've evolved, is that consent involves in having a child and whether or not you're ready to have a child. Because we can look at the, like, trauma that's, like, it's totally different than the nature kingdom, you know?
Of course. They were just
I'm going to keep listening. I'm going to run back into my little hiding cave now.
Okay. I'm sorry, what?
Appreciate you, Aaron.
Sorry, I'm just dropping down. Wanted to say thanks for having me up and thanks for speaking. One last thing, really quickly. Just want to address someone who's really irritating me in the chat. Baby Boo Boo. Lesbianism isn't a choice. What your by the way, that was her name, Baby Boo Boo. If you're still here, that wasn't me being adorable. But if you're still here, it isn't a choice. What you were describing was going up and talking to a woman. That's a choice. And you were telling me that because you enjoy it, that's proof. That's not proof. I'm asking you to explain why that's proof. Okay. Thank you, Boo Boo Baby Boo Boo. Try again. I'm down here in my cave.
Appreciate you, Aaron. Stay in the comments, brother.
Yeah, I mean, I would also like to say, again, addressing the comments right now, not everyone believes in God, all right? It doesn't.
Don't worry about it.
Like,
don't worry about it, bro. Yeah, it's okay.
Me.
I know. Yeah, don't worry about it. I know you're playing devil's advocate, so for you it's obnoxious, but.
Okay. And I would also like to say, like, first of all, before anything, like, yo, if other people are lesbian, how does that fucking affect you? Just let people like live their goddamn lives. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Period. I did want to let Sam say something to your point. Sure. Because Sam wanted to say something.
Hold on. Swallowing. Okay, there we go.
Without chewing?
That's what she said. Yes, without chewing. But I was just gonna say, it kind of sounds like you're saying that there is a biological aspect to societies regardless of what species we're talking about. Like there's a, not even that there's a biological aspect to the development of morals in a society.
Definitely.
And whether or not that's true, like, I wouldn't know, but from the sounds of it, it sounds like depending on how advanced a society is or how necessary it will be, that a species will develop a sense of morality. But what our argument is is why should our biological functions have morality?
Well, okay. I'm sorry.
Like for example, being able to reproduce. Like, why should your ability to reproduce have anything to do with?
Like, I know, like I'll give you an example. You wouldn't say that somebody whose schlong got like blown up like is immoral, right? Like, you would be like, that's an amoral thing. It doesn't like that's
absolutely not.
You know what I mean? So it's the same
like,
same
being
thing.
a lesbian is amoral or anything like that.
Yep.
I guess my point was more like, let's say, like, in a society you have a person that is, I guess, more aggressive than others. That person, you know, gets pissed off and kills 2 other people in your village. Everyone else in the village is going to shun that person. That person isn't going to be reproducing. That person is not going to be passing on their genes for, let's say, a high temper. Even stuff like that I would call kind of moral selection in a societal context. And obviously, evolution is set to change. So, like...
Would you say moral or natural?
Well, I would go ahead and say they're the same thing in that context. It is a natural instinct to not want to have a dangerous person near you. But again, like I said, it's an instinct. And that's also what I would say instincts and morals are directly linked, and that instincts were the beginning maybe of morals. Again, we started from single cells. All they could do was like smell. That's basically like essentially smell. And their instinct was go get sunlight, go get food. And that's the most basic you can get. And, you know, we have big ass brains now. So a lot's changed. Yeah. I guess that's my only point. I don't know if you guys want to respond to that, but I can definitely hop off and give.
Sam, did you want to say anything?
Well, I just, like, I agree. I just don't think that this would have implications on being lesbian specifically. Unless I'm missing something. But, like...
Yeah, so...
Like,
sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm so sorry. I'm
okay.
really bad at interrupting. Okay.
No, it's okay.
So, here's a question. You guys, did you both consider yourselves attracted to women since you were born?
Not since I was born, but
not since you were born.
Yeah.
Okay,
I couldn't.
interesting.
I mean, I can't even remember what I was doing at 1. You know.
Okay, well, you know what I mean.
Much less.
When you develop.
You mean like early development, like whenever you realized you were attracted to girls?
Yeah.
Yes. I've been attracted to girls since I was in kindergarten.
Okay. Yeah. So basically, to that point, if it's an instinctual thing, as in, like, you know, like a straight person, you know, talking
like a
about
predisposition.
Like, yeah, exactly. Like a straight person realizing they have sexual feelings for the opposite sex. I would call that instinctual, especially if it's coming from birth and not changed specifically by society. I think there's maybe some cases people can point out of you know, people in society like deciding at one point. I don't really know if that's society or just a feeling that they pushed down for a while or something like that. I really couldn't tell you. I'm straight myself, so I wouldn't know. But I would say that when you develop sexual feelings or attraction, that's kind of inherently instinct. I don't know. That's, yeah.
I agree.
Period. Yeah.
I believe it's completely innate.
Cool. It was fun chatting with you guys. I'll hop off.
Take it easy.
Yeah, you as well. Good luck to you.
Appreciate the good faith, man. I appreciate you, dude.
Of course, you will.
Thank you. All right. Moving on. Apparently I've talked to this person before. If you're watching right now and you think that being lesbian is wrong, click the guest request to debate. So like and share the live. What's up? How old are you?
18.
What year were you born?
Huh?
What year were you born?
April 20, 2006.
Okay, do you think being lesbian is wrong?
I don't think it's wrong, but I definitely think that, like, children should be born. That's in my opinion.
Well, children are going to be born because we can have children. And lesbian couples have children, and GAY couples have children all the time.
Oh.
And we adopt.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, like, what if, let's say, your parents want the generation to continue? How is that going to happen?
So there's a 3-party IVF, so you can get both genetics of the mother via 3-way IVF, so you can get both genetics.
Okay.
And also, let's say, that would be depending on if you have siblings or not, too, because if you, let's say I don't want kids, but my brother does want kids, he's carrying out the genes, but I feel like eugenics is kind of weird.
But what if it's just like a single child? Let's say there's no brother.
What?
What if
If it's a single kid?
Yeah. If it's just a single child, there's no brother.
That's their choice. And I don't think that that's up to anybody to determine. That's up to them if they feel like they want kids or not. That's consent. Like, consent needs to be involved in having children. Otherwise, we have a bunch of children who have parents who are shitty, and a bunch of children who have trauma, and then it's also, but it's their choice as a parent.
So the generation should just get trashed down the line just because they're lesbian, right?
Well, if it could also be a straight thing. It doesn't have to be lesbian. Like, it can be, let's say it's a boy and they like women, but they don't want kids. If they're like, that's a completely subjective situation, and but even with that, it doesn't matter. Like, to me, consent is always involved, and if the parent tells me that they don't want kids, I'm gonna take them on their word for that, because I don't want fucking parents that don't want kids to have kids.
Mm-hmm. But let's say in that circumstance that the kid doesn't want kids, it's like it's more hateful to tell a lesbian couple or like a lesbian daughter to say you need to have kids and you need to stop being gay. Like, it's kind of like that. But if they just don't want to have kids, they should like at least like sit down and have a talk and at least, you know, convince them to have kids. But you can't.
I don't think we should convince anybody to have children if they don't want children.
Yeah, no, that's coercion, bestie.
And that's weird. And then, like I said, do you think everybody should be a parent? Based off of looking at the world, look at our adoption center, look at the foster care system, look at the amount of children that have been neglected, the abuse cases, look at the amount of children of parents, the amount of books that are out about how to deal with being traumatized, the amount of therapists we need because of how many kids are traumatized by their parents. I would say that if you don't traumatize, what?
Like, where are you getting that from? Like, traumatized from what exactly?
Their parents that are abusive.
Okay, but that doesn't imply here.
It doesn't apply here?
If you're saying that we should just convince parents that don't want to have kids to have kids.
People with me or something, or what? Can one of y'all just talk to me? Like, come on.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
What's the problem?
I mean, if both y'all are gonna, I just want to talk to one person. I don't want to have to be going back.
Well, then
and
you
forth,
can. Then Sam's gonna speak, and I'll be quiet.
Okay. So Sam, what were you saying?
I was just saying that if you're saying that parents that don't want kids should just be convinced that they should have kids, that doesn't necessarily mean they'll still want them. That just means now they feel pressured to have them. So 2 parents that didn't want kids now have brought a whole new life into the world they have to raise. Now they resent this kid for existing when they didn't even want to have kids in the first place, or they're not treating them with the love and the care they would have if they actually desired a child. So now this child is just being raised by parents who don't want them, which is going to cause irreparable trauma.
Okay, so pressure and convincing are completely 2 different terms. Pressuring is pressuring.
You said convince.
Convincing isn't.
You said convince them. So if I convince you to have sex with me, is that grape?
No, not really. The heck? No, it's not. It's not, though.
Yes, it is.
How is that? How is it?
Bro, what? If I convince you, it's called coercion. So if you say no to me, that's enough. There's no coercion, convincing. If I continue to push you and then you fold in on yourself and say yes, guess what? You just got graped. You didn't accept the no, and you coerced me.
No, I think you're confusing the word manipulating. Manipulating.
No, you don't. Okay, define coercion.
What is this? Okay, what does that have to do?
Define coercion.
No, but
because that's the word I used. Define coercion. If I coerced you into having sex with me, after you said no, that's grape.
Okay, so if you convinced me and I said, "Oh, okay, I actually want to do it now," that's grape.
Yes, because you originally said no, and you folded in on yourself because I kept pressing you. Because I kept pressing you.
But now it turns into consent, though.
Exactly, and you originally said no.
No,
so that was your original answer, and if I manipulated you into saying yes because I didn't stop at the no.
We're talking about convincing. What happened?
Yeah, because I just showed your morals, brother, by asking you a simple fucking question.
No.
He thinks there's like a significant difference between the word manipulate and the word convince because one has a negative connotation and one doesn't have a negative connotation.
No,
they are synonyms, bestie.
Convincing is yes, I consent now. That isn't great. I mean, you can take it how.
Convincing. So, what would you do in order to convince somebody to have sex with you?
I'm not gonna roleplay on here, but no.
Oh, okay. So in that sense, if I say no the first time, I already told you no, and if you continue to try and convince me, that's called grape.
No, but that's continuing. That's when it turns into pressure. That's when it turns.
Brother,
into
that's the same thing. You're not. How are you not understanding?
I am understanding.
Convincing somebody would mean that you continue after I say no.
Convincing
no means no. It stops after that. What does the word convincing means? It means that you didn't take my first answer. So you didn't take my first answer and you continue by trying to convince me into having sex. Okay. Therefore, that's grape.
Convincing leads to peer pressure. You know that, right? And you know that there's two.
You're folding on yourself. You already told me that no, it wasn't grape. You're folding on yourself now. You're just conceding.
It still isn't. But I'm explaining to you that convincing can lead to peer pressure, and peer pressure it is great.
Hold on. Yes. Hold on. Define convince.
What am I, a dictionary? Do you guys not know what convince is?
No, we do, which is why we know that convince and manipulate are synonyms. You're saying they're not. So what is the definition of convince that you're using?
Wait. Are you saying that I think that manipulating and convincing are the same thing?
No, we think convince and manipulate are synonymous. You don't. If there's a difference between the two, define convince and define manipulate and tell me the difference between the two words.
Okay, so, I mean, I won't give you an exact definition, but I'll give you an example.
I don't want an example. I want you to give me the definition.
I'm not a dictionary.
Then scroll out and find the definition. Read it to me. If you can't admit when you're wrong, I'm gonna drop you.
I mean, I don't got a phone with me unless I can just like come back.
Dude, if you scroll out, you'll still be here. But you need to be able to admit when you're wrong. By the way, I can't hear you if you leave. But I hope you know. While you're looking up that if you convince a woman to have sex with you, you just graped her.
No.
Yes. Even according to the law, this is the case. I don't know why you're saying no.
Okay, so convincing can lead to consent, right? It's still consent if the woman says yes.
She said no. The first answer is no.
Okay.
You as a man need to take the first fucking answer she gives you.
Okay, so
now she can retract her statement on her own, but by you convincing her, she's just peer pressure. You've just pressured her.
Okay, so convincing is illegal now?
Yes, actually.
When it comes to sex, yes, actually it is.
Yes. Coercion is a form of rape. You can look it up.
I mean, I was trying to leave, but you said you guys can't hear me, right?
The next words out of your mouth better be sorry.
If I leave, you guys won't hear me, right?
You have to remember what you saw and come back, because we won't be able to hear you when you teacup.
Okay. Well, I'll be right back then.
Cute.
Yeah. And be ready for Aaron.
Lord have fucking mercy. This is the exact same shit I was talking about with the other two people on that fucking live. Like it's
I was
grape
so pissed
culture
in
is
that
so
live.
prevalent. You and me both. I cried actually after you left. It was so fucking angering.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm so sorry that you have to deal with this kind of shit. I'm so sorry.
Thank you, Aaron. But this is
love
the
you,
same
Aaron.
shit. This is the exact same shit. Grape culture is
What
so
you missed,
prevalent
Aaron,
that we
on
got people thinking that.
What you missed, Aaron, on Sam's live was this dude was saying that that it's the woman's fault, that she needs to that men are going to be rapists, so the women need to try their best to avoid it.
I'm seething. I'm so sorry.
Thank you. Like if it was
Anyways,
just
I
the
have
one dude,
hey
that would've
brother,
been
I have
fine,
a
but twice?
Teddy bear. I have a question for you, real quick. I have a question for you. Okay, so why would you desire to have sex with somebody who doesn't initially want to partake in the action of having sex with you?
Damn.
I mean, I wouldn't convince somebody to like.
So then how is that not grape? So if somebody says no and you don't take no, why do you desire to have sex with them further into convincing them?
Not like
It's self-serving, it's grape.
If it's a straight no, like no, I don't want to, then yes.
What kind of no is okay?
But if they're like, maybe it's like their first time, and it's my first time. We're both virgins, and I tell her. You see, like it's the whole thing. Like I don't want to role play on here. Like, but it obviously implies to different situations.
If she's a virgin, it means 20 times fucking more. If she said no, she's not ready. If she said no, I'm a virgin, then it's a fucking no.
Again, I just said that. Like, if it's a straight out no, then yes. But
do you understand?
If it's an unsure, it's still a no. Consent is an enthusiastic yes.
Unsure? What?
Do you understand? Do you understand the fear women have to reject somebody that they fawn? Do you understand those aspects too? Whenever you continue to push,
women are never afraid to reject.
You motherfucker. Okay, listen. You.
Okay, what is this? There's like people on me.
You're gonna fucking listen to Aaron.
This guy, 'cause-
I got you.
Oh wow. Here's what you need to learn. We live in a society that terrifies women, rightfully so. Everything that we as men have done is honestly fucking foul. And you are so close to needing to be in jail. In fact, I think you're past there right now. So you need to come back quick. There is no version of no that means anything other than no. It's that fucking simple. Anything else you think makes you a dangerous criminal and a sicko. There is no debating this. There is no, maybe you can coerce. Coercion, by the way, is the act of forcing someone to do something against their will by use of threats, violence. It can also include manipulation, persuasion, and doesn't involve force. It can be caused by individuals, partners, friends, and groups. There's so much behind this. You need to go away, stop talking to all women, all of them, until you've done some research and made yourself a little bit safer for society. Because if it was up to me, I'd put you away.
Say your last words and I'm dropping you. You can unmute.
No, I can't debate no more. This is it. You guys are kicking me off.
Well, no,
your moral show.
Answer criminality. So no, say your piece and get the fuck out.
Alright, just kicking me out then. There's no point.
Alright. I hope you listen to what Aaron said because it's fucking crucial. Thank you, Aaron.
I'm gonna need a minute. I'm sorry.
It's okay, man. We love you and I appreciate you, Aaron. Alright. I'm gonna drop you, Aaron. I'll let you chill out.
Thank you. Sorry.
No, it's okay, man.
Okay, no worries.
Alright. Just glad you're here, and thank you so much for the heart me. All right, gonna move along.
Fuck you, fucking lesbian bitch.
Nice, cool. Just tell me what I am. Thought he ate. Like telling me I was lesbian.
we just describing people now.
Period. What's up? How old are you?
I'm 20.
All right. Do you think that being lesbian is wrong?
No, I do not. I mean, I don't know what anybody has ever said being lesbian is wrong in history. I'm
history?
being dead serious. Like, even 1,000 years ago, lesbian relationships were accepted.
No.
Yes.
Dude, then why did we have to make gay marriage legal?
Because
and then
of
why
men.
did conversion
They don't
therapy
like
exist?
men having sex with other men.
Okay, so then it wasn't accepted.
It says lesbian, not gay.
Lesbian wasn't accepted either because otherwise they'd make lesbian marriage legal. But you have to see J-A-Y. TikTok doesn't like that word.
Okay. I mean,
So why did they? So then why did they have conversion therapy, where 700,000 adults and 400,000 kids went through it to change homosexuals into heterosexuals?
that's because Christians are Bible thumping assholes, but
Exactly, and that's where it comes from. That's where it comes from,
my
brother.
main point would be that I don't see society seeing lesbians as a bad thing. I have never heard a single soul on this planet in my 20 years of life have an issue
I
with
feel
lesbians.
you're saying this because people fetishize lesbians. I think you're just thinking of it like people are okay with lesbians
understand
because
that.
men like watching girls do girl stuff. But like when it comes down to women actually wanting to like date and marry and be serious about a woman, there is a lot of pushback. A lot of it.
Where's that pushback coming from then would be my next question.
Sure. Some people use lesbians as a political scapegoat, which we've been seeing in the last few years in politics, by stating that people a part of the LGBTQ are coming for our children and trying to ruin the sanctity of the United States. That includes lesbians.
I'm pretty sure
it's
most
also-
men or women that were saying those things were talking about the trans community, the gay community, and the drag queen community. They were not really speaking about lesbians when they were mentioning that.
Were you in their brains during
No,
this?
but I live in Indiana, so I have to deal with a lot of nonsense like this on the daily. So I have to ask and talk to white people that believe that Trump is the next god of the human race every single day. And most of the time,
I think I agree with you that a lot of men are the ones that have the problem with GAY men, but they do still think homosexuality in itself is immoral. If you sit long enough, Dominic, if you sit long enough, you'll hear it. Like we do these debates almost every single day.
I'm gonna hop in the comments for a second and just take a look at what type of men come up next.
I appreciate you, bro. Take it easy, okay?
You too.
Drink water. You're gonna need it. Please. Please drink some water.
There's somebody in the comments. Say, if you think that being lesbian is wrong and you're watching, click the guest request to debate.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, how old are you?
I'm 18. So I do not think that being sorry, I'm nervous. I've never been on a live before. But I do
It's okay,
not
Cookie.
think
We're on a
that
glorified FaceTime.
Being lesbian is wrong. And so he mentioned for Bible thumping assholes. So true Christians, I'm a Christian myself. But true Christians would know like all sin's the same except for blasphemy. So liking the same gender is not like that's the same thing as me going and getting tattoos, which I'm covered in. And like it's the same thing as murder. It's all the same. So
I don't know how the fuck. Hold on. I know that you're in good faith here, but I don't know how the fuck sexual orientation is the same thing as schmurder.
So okay, so in the Bible, I'm sorry, in the Bible, all sin's the same. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and we don't, but we don't believe in the Bible for that very reason. Because
Right,
to
and
me, I think that justice should be proportionate, and in your worldview, it's not.
So no,
you think that all sin is the same. I don't. I don't think that schmurder, like for example, in the Bible. Gossip is abomination and homosexuality is abomination. Those are two different things.
Right.
Gossiping You can, I mean, that's both of those being an abomination to God is hilarious. One is not a choice, the other is a choice to gossip. I can't choose my sexual orientation, but I'm an abomination. Cool, nice, solid. I'll be celibate for the rest of my life just so I don't get sent to an eternal hell because your God created an eternal hell. That's the choices there.
Right. But me personally, I like completely understand if you do not believe in the same thing I do. Like, that does not bother me at all whatsoever.
Yeah, you're in good faith. I don't like when people are like, oh, it's the same as schmurder. It's like, that's fucking absurd. Like, it's just not.
So I disagree.
Yeah, like
with that
you're being
100%.
sweet.
But like,
You're being
what
sweet,
I'm trying
but-
to say is like Christians who do believe that liking the same gender is wrong have no clue what they're talking about. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, you can't. It's just wrong in general. Like, you cannot judge someone because of that, if that makes sense.
I understand. Well, I appreciate you, Brooke, and I hope you have a great day, okay?
You too. Right.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
I think that you are more moral than most of your community.
Yo, how you
What's
doing?
up? How old are
Bar
you?
is in hell.
How old are you, brother?
I'm 18.
All right. What year were you born?
2006.
All right. Do you think that being lesbian is wrong?
Yeah, I think it's wrong.
How come?
I just don't like, two girls, kissing. I don't, it's just wrong.
Are you GAY?
Nah.
I mean, I like women and I like two girls kissing, so I don't know how the fuck you don't.
Cause it's just wrong.
Yeah. So
but
explain.
like-
So
but like
you just
for what,
saying it's
though?
wrong? Yeah. You saying it's wrong doesn't really help you.
Because it's a sin.
So it's wrong because God said so?
Yeah. See, I know y'all don't believe in God, right? So it's
And
gonna be different for y'all. But some people do, and you gotta respect that.
No, we don't.
Right.
Prove God's real.
Prove God's real. Can you prove God's not real?
Contradictions in the Bible. You want to go for it?
I mean, sure. Let me see.
All right.
Have you ever seen him before?
No.
My point.
Well, according to your Bible, we wouldn't be able to see him. That's not a point.
You sure about that?
Yes.
You haven't seen him before, though. So
No.
exactly. So
Nobody has.
Don't say that.
Nobody has.
You got proof on that?
Right. Well, sure. I'm going to give you the philosophical argument.
Philosophical. Okay. Let's
Yes. Is God all good?
see. Yeah, he's good.
Is God all powerful?
Yeah.
Is God all knowing?
Yeah.
And why the fuck did he create evil?
Why did he create evil?
Yeah.
He didn't create evil.
Yes, he did. Isaiah 45:7.
The devil created evil.
Who created the
Who
devil?
created the devil?
He did it.
He did?
Angel created the devil.
The devil created the devil?
Because he gave free will.
No. So who created the devil?
He did.
God did, right?
Mm-hmm.
He knew God created Satan knowing Satan was going to fall and chose to keep Satan. He could have gotten rid of him, but he chose to keep Satan.
Yeah.
So he created evil in your worldview. Not only that, we can look at natural disasters, right? The sun that we need for resources and nutrients that also gives us skin cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah, why
You
the
don't
fuck
think
would an
that's
all
evil?
good God do that?
See, you view that as bad. He doesn't.
So a child having fucking skin cancer isn't bad?
The fuck?
That's.
Do you fuck with cancer, bestie?
I don't know.
You like this with cancer?
Have a question is this, bro? I mean, the zodiac sign, sure. But I'm gonna keep it a stack. I just don't see two girls, it's just wrong because why be homosexual when you could be straight?
Because we don't like men. Because we're not attracted to that and I can't choose it. I'm not attracted to men. That's why.
See, you're gonna pull up some science and all that, but why can't you just
I mean, it's backed in science. I'm sorry I don't believe in fairy tales without evidence and I believe in actual truth, but I can't help that. We have proven that sexual orientation, heterosexual, homosexual, asexual, bisexual are not a choice.
Yeah, but what
I
happens
can't
if
choose it.
you always can't reach the truth? So how are you gonna achieve it?
Okay, Mr.
fuck
Fairy
does
Tale
that
Believer.
Fairy
What
tale.
is that? What does that even mean?
How you know it's a fairy tale?
Because it's not been proven.
Have you proven it?
We just demonstrated it.
What?
Exactly. So like you have no.
Bro, what are
We
you
just-
saying?
we
you have
just
no proof
demonstrated
that
it.
exists. Just because you
Homie.
haven't it exists. Like I haven't.
Okay,
I haven't seen
lovely.
it
Can we
translated
have
before.
some proof of his existence?
That
Demonstrate God's existence for me.
Demonstrate his existence. We're here.
Yeah. That doesn't demonstrate
That
anything.
presupposes his existence.
Okay, so how do you think we're here?
First of all, Big Bang, then evolution.
Big Bang. You got proof the Big Bang ever happened?
Yeah, we've got fuck ton of evidence that backs up the Big
Okay.
Bang.
Who do you think created the Big Bang?
I don't believe that anything created. I believe the universe is eternal.
Everything is created.
Who created God?
Buddy.
Oh,
so
but I thought
God
everything had a creator. What happened? What happened?
What happened? He doesn't need creation. He is the creator.
Okay,
of
so then
everything.
why does the universe need creation?
The universe needs a creation, but God doesn't need a creator.
God doesn't need a creator. Why would he need a creator? He is the creator.
So then, why can't the universe be its own creation?
Why would the creator have a creator? Like, come on now.
Where did he come from then?
Where did he come from?
You
That's what
said
I'm
that everything
asking.
needs a creator.
In here.
You said everything needs a creator.
Okay, yeah. And he's the creator.
Okay.
He created
Alright,
himself.
the creator can't create himself. That doesn't make any sense.
If he creates things, he can create himself. Like, what?
He has to be there first to create, genius.
You got
If he
proof
doesn't
of that?
exist, he can't make himself. What do you mean proof? Logically.
Exist. He
How
does
can
exist.
something exist to create something if it doesn't exist yet?
But he always existed.
Okay, so
And the
then
uni-
God
and the
always
universe is
existed.
eternal.
The universe always existed. Period. Crazy work.
No, it didn't. It didn't always
Proof?
exist. Yeah, I got proof.
What is it?
Nothing lasts forever. Well, everything
How
has
is that
a
even
start.
remotely?
Does God last forever?
Yeah, he lasts forever.
Oh, then you just contradicted yourself.
How?
You just
I
said
thought
nothing
everything
lasts
lasted
forever.
bestie. What happened?
Yeah, but
You said nothing. You said nothing lasts forever, and then I asked you if God lasts forever, and you
Yeah,
said yes. You just
but he's not
contradicted yourself in the
nothing.
same fucking sentence.
Yeah, but he's not nothing.
And neither is the universe. The universe is not nothing.
Then what is it?
Space, time, and matter.
Which is nothing.
That's not nothing, homie. It's space, time, and matter. Those are not nothing.
Space, time.
You need to go and take a science class because
Oh, no,
you are
I took
like
a
you would
science class.
fail. You would fail a science test right now. You don't even. I bet you don't even know what the fucking Big Bang is. I bet you know nothing about it. I bet you know literally. You don't even know a single aspect of what the Big Bang is. You just hear it and go, "Oh, that's a bunch of bullshit."
But have you ever seen it happen?
I don't need to see it happen when it's backed in evidence. Of course, we can't see when the beginning of time happened. No.
Okay.
It's
So
the
what
expansion
happened
of the
to evidence?
universe. Because there's beginning of Planck time, which is whenever, first of all, there's no abiogenesis. A Big Bang explains the expansion of the universe. It continues to expand, and we continue to see that the universe keeps having these rapid expansions. So that proves a Big Bang in the first place, because that's all the Big Bang claims is the expansion of the universe.
You
And where the universe came from.
You sure?
Yes, just go take a go look it up and look into it. It's not that hard, and you will find so much evidence to back it. It's not funny. It's not even funny. This isn't a hypothesis. This has been like, there is so much evidence to back this, but you know what there isn't evidence to back? A God creating the universe.
You sure just a random person that just pull that out of their ass? Like, I just don't see it.
Dude, you
Why-
could
why
look
would
at
they
this
pull-
right now. Look at it right now. No one's barring you from looking at that shit right now. Like, we not gatekeeping the
Looking at
information.
Is the Big
Go look at
Bang
it.
recorded? How can I look at it?
Look it up. Just look into it. Listen to the scientists that talk about it, who have made all of this.
They made the
Not
Big
made
Bang?
it. No. That came out with all the research. Have done all the research. They're the ones that have all the evidence for it. It's not like. It's not difficult. Just because you know nothing about something doesn't make your claim that God made it true.
Yeah, but like, they could have just pulled it out of their ass. Like,
And also, I believe the same shit about your fucking fairy tale book. That it was pulled out of their ass.
it wasn't.
When did... Really? Because prove Jesus' resurrection.
Because people seen him.
No, they didn't.
Yeah,
Outside
they
of the Bible, give me the eyewitness accounts of people witnessing his resurrection.
Well, you wouldn't know that. Were you back in time when he was resurrected? I think.
I've asked you. The burden of proof is on you, brother. So your salvation depends on Jesus Christ's resurrection.
Yeah, I got proof. People seen it.
Okay.
People were there.
Yeah, who? Where are their accounts for it?
Maybe the people that put him on the cross, you know.
Where are their testimonies? Where are their accounts?
I don't know, maybe
Where are their
ask
written
them.
testimonies? They're
Ask them,
dead.
they're dead.
Exactly. So like,
So that entire story could have been pulled out of their ass. That entire story could have been pulled out of their ass.
You sure,
There's
though?
no way you can demonstrate that Jesus resurrected from the cross.
but they have
Jesus resurrected from the dead.
eyewitnesses. And it's
Outside
not
of the
off
Bible,
science.
we do not, brother.
It's not off
Outside of the
science.
Bible, we do not.
And it's not off science and, you know, all that. So like,
I'm sorry.
Outside of the Bible,
If I say I saw a unicorn, does that mean I saw that shit?
will you have proof of it?
Where's their proof?
just Sam saying that Sam saw it. That's it. That's all you get.
Because
Sam saw a
all
unicorn.
Eyewitnesses are. They just said they saw God. There's no proof that they actually saw it.
Yeah,
they
there
just
is.
said that they saw it. Okay, so then give us the proof.
They had eyewitnesses.
Right. Eyewitness accounts are just someone saying they saw something. If I say I saw a unicorn,
There are
that
no
does not mean I
eyewitness
saw
accounts.
one.
There are no eyewitness accounts outside of the Bible. You would have to prove that the Bible is true to then make the claim that the 500 witness accounts inside of the Bible, when they claim that there was 500 witness accounts, which some died, which literally says in the scripture that some died, so we couldn't get their accounts. But outside of the Bible, give me the actual accounts, the eyewitness accounts, please.
Eyewitness accounts. Maybe go talk to the people that witnessed it, or you know,
Oh my God.
maybe create a time machine, bro.
Moving along.
There. What? Oh my God.
The brain cells.
I can't. There were none. There were none.
What's up, Aldu?
What's up?
Aldu.
Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Then I'm gonna pay attention. Okay. So he did us no justice with what he said. First off, I do want to thank you. Whatever the guy with the teddy bear said, that was just really stupid. So I apologize for him.
W. Aaron's in the chat, please. Aaron's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, so why is being lesbian wrong? Again, the guy before me had no, like, he didn't know what he was talking about. As a Christian, like, he had no idea what he was yapping. So me, personally, why I believe being lesbian is wrong is because I'm a Christian. I believe God set up marriage for a man and a woman to be together, and I believe that is how he intended marriage to be. Those who are gay or those who are lesbians, I absolutely love the people. Like, I have so many gay friends, but what I do is I condemn the act because, again, like, I believe that marriage should be between a man and a woman. That's just me personally. Again, I'm not here to push. I'm one of those Christians that doesn't push anything onto anybody because I think that sucks. I absolutely hate it. So I'm just one of those people. And then I kind of want to tackle the question of eyewitness accounts and Christ, right? You say that no one saw Christ rise from the dead after the Bible.
Outside of the Bible.
That's correct. You are correct. Yes, you are correct on that point. However, we do have historical evidence that does point in that direction.
What
for example,
historical
we have the
evidence?
Dead Sea Scrolls.
Yes, the Dead Sea Scrolls say a Messiah. No,
We
it doesn't say
also
Jesus.
have-
You should know that. You should know that. So it's a Jewish manuscripts, right? Dead Sea Scrolls are Jewish manuscripts, but Jews don't believe in Jesus. So when they say Messiah, it doesn't say Jesus. So you just have to presuppose that it was Jesus. You should know that if you know about the Dead Sea Scrolls.
That's not really where I lay. That's just kind of like, it's just a little thing that I have. But also, I also, like, personally, I think that if people died for this belief, I think it would be absolutely stupid to die for a lie.
Lots of people. Hold on, Josh. Josh, lots of people die for lots of things they believe in. That doesn't make that your religion is true. Because lots of people died for their other religions. Does that make their religion true?
Honestly, I don't know what religion is true. We all have our own separate beliefs, and I personally trust in Christ. And again, I'm not here to push anything on you, but I'm just here. I just want to tackle the main question of why I think lesbian is wrong, and I think that's
Okay.
because
So every other
you know,
Christian, great point. Everybody says that. There's nothing to argue with you, brother. If you're a Christian, you think that it's wrong because God made man for a woman, then all I can say is prove God's real. Otherwise, you have no leg to stand on. Your morals will
okay.
turn.
I
Your
can-
morals
I
will
can
turn
definitely try
to
my
dust if
best
your
and give
God.
evidence
Josh, I
based
just
on
want to
why I
say
think
something
he's
real
real.
quick. I just want to say something real quick. Your morals will turn to dust if your God doesn't. If you can't prove your God exists, then you will have to shift the argument. You'll have to move the goalpost. Y'all be annoying sometimes, but I don't care. Period. Josh, your
It's
teacup
actually
told me I
really
don't know if
funny.
you're gonna come back.
So
Josh, you coming back?
It says no one can do. Well, I'm gonna. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Okay,
Yes.
perfect. Yeah, so I'm just going to sum it up. The verse basically says that no one can deny my existence based off reality. And what I think is you guys were talking about the Big Bang, and you're right, God. I don't know what he was saying about that. That was slightly annoying to me. I wanted to slam my head against the wall.
Twinsies.
God is eternal. The universe isn't. God is. God was there before time.
You have to
He'll be
prove
there
God's
after
existence,
time, and
Josh.
he'll be there through time.
Josh, you're presupposing that God exists. You have to prove he exists to make all the claims you're making.
That's physically not possible. You can't
Okay,
prove
so then-
something that you can't taste, see, smell, or hear.
That's not true. So we can demonstrate things like gravity that we can't see. I can demonstrate those kind of things, right? So we have, like, you can use any sort of evidence. You can use a philosophical argument. Like, I'm just asking for proof of God. Otherwise, your morals turn to dust. Then you have to explain to me, in a morality sense, in your own morals, why being lesbian is wrong. If you have no morals outside of the Bible, then you had no morals to begin with.
Okay, yeah, perfect. I like that argument. Again, I think the best way for me to prove is to use logical arguments, and the one philosophical argument that I like to go to is the timepiece argument. And the timepiece argument talks about how if we have, it's called the watchmaker argument. And that's the one where all the biggest, like, people, or I guess apologists use, is if there is. So it's called the watchmaker argument, and basically the point is that you take a watch and you open it up, and there's all these little pieces and compartments to it, and we say that those things just can't come together like that. Like, someone has to know the logic behind the
Well, yeah, but the
watch
problem with
to
the
be able to do
watchmaker
that.
argument
You say the
is
same
it
thing about
doesn't.
God. God is the one who puts all the pieces on the same place.
The problem with the watchmaker argument is that it doesn't prove that the Christian God is real. The only thing that it poses is that there would need to be a higher power. Now, as an agnostic atheist, I believe there is a possibility of a higher power, but none of the ones present on Earth, because from what I've seen, they all contain contradictions. So you would have to prove the Christian God is the one that's real, which the watchmaker argument doesn't do.
proving the specific Christian God is something that we just simply can't do. That's the thing about Christianity is that's just our faith is based on faith, and what we believe or what we think is that we need to just do it. What we believe is like we need to have faith in something that we do not know what is real. Let's say we're wrong. Let's say Christians are wrong. We're completely wrong. None of this exists. Then we live a good life. But if
not always,
we believe God, the Christian God.
No, I don't think that you live a good life living in fear that you're going to go to heaven or hell, and that all of your choices and every choice you make is you have to worry about being perfect, even though God made you flawed from the jump. I don't think that that is a good life. That's just shame and guilt and condemnation from a God that made you that way in your worldview. It's just not. That's not a good life, brother.
What about being fair for our friends?
It's hard to hear you, Josh. You're
that way we don't have to.
You've got really bad connection, brother. Can you move somewhere else?
Can you get that one more time? Sorry.
You've got really bad connection. Can you move somewhere else?
Yeah, hang on 1 second.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, Aaron. I appreciate you. Should definitely get some rest, Aaron.
Bye bye, Aaron.
Okay, can you repeat that one more time of what you were saying earlier?
Sam, what did I say?
You basically, it was just a response to Pascal's wager, which is what you proposed.
Yeah. I was saying it's not a good life. It's not a good life to live in guilt and condemnation for the way that God made you. Like you're constantly living in this sense of guilt, like that you're never going to measure up, and you have to live perfectly, and you're worried about sin all the time and being in perfect standing with God, and worrying about heaven or hell. Like that's not a good life.
Yeah, he basically
the beauty of it is that
beauty. He basically cut off your leg, didn't give you a prosthetic, and then told you to stand up. That's
he handed you a broken vase and said if you drop it, you're going to hell.
you are tackling the moral argument. So I kind of, the beauty of it is that life, we Christians don't live life like scared. What I live by is that, I used to be gay. And after becoming Christian, I don't have to live in that fear of like being condemned by God because I'm covered.
Do you
by His
still
blood.
are you still attracted to men?
Very much so, yes.
Okay, and so you're just denying that part of you. I did it for 2 years. And how long have you been denying it?
I have been a Christian mostly my entire life, but
okay, Josh. But when did you start denying that part of yourself?
Well,
as someone who did it and had a ministry group and did it for 2 years of my life, so did my girlfriend. She was Mormon. I'm just asking you a question. How long have you been denying that part of yourself?
I have denied the gay part of myself for the past 3 years. And
okay, but when, specifically, with God, are you celibate, Josh?
Yeah, I am currently
single. You choose to be celibate?
Yes.
Okay, I did that too, and it's horrible, right?
It's a struggle, but God says
it's more than a struggle, Josh.
Yeah,
it's more than a struggle, brother.
Yeah, it's something that I've lived for a long time now, but
So, Josh, do you agree sexual orientation isn't a choice?
I don't. I believe that it is.
You believe it's a choice?
I believe you
Okay,
can.
so do you disagree with the science where we prove sexual orientation isn't a choice?
I do.
You agree with the science that says that sexual orientation isn't a choice?
For the most part, yes.
Okay, so why then why would you say that you think it's a choice, Josh?
Because myself as a Christian, I believe it's a choice.
Well, just because you're actively being celibate doesn't make it a choice, because you couldn't date a woman. I can't date a man. You can't date a woman, right, Josh?
Yes, yeah. I believe I've kept myself celibate because
Are you expecting that part of you to go away by praying about it?
A lot of it has gone away, yeah. I'm not going to lie to you.
I think you're convincing yourself the same way I did. You're still celibate, but like in 3 years, you've been celibate for 3 years, right, Josh?
That's true.
Okay, in 3 years, as someone who has literally been in your shoes, Josh, done exactly what you've done. I had a ministry group where I talked to parents about who had GAY kids and taught them how to love their children despite it. I want you to love yourself regardless of this religion, for the love of God, because it is your mental health. You cannot choose it. And I just want to make this clear with you, because as someone who is literally has done what you did, sexual orientation is not a choice. We know this, Josh, and you know this because you wouldn't choose this for yourself. You suffer every day. You don't get love and companionship the same way the straight couples do, and it hurts, and it fucking sucks. As a person who has been in your shoes, my heart fucking hurts for you, dude. Like, I know exactly what you are going through. There's nobody on this earth that knows more than what you're going through than I do, because I've done it. You can be a Christian and be GAY. You can have both. If you really want God, that's fine. Like, please. I understand it. I did it. I had to walk away from religion whenever I left the church because I couldn't do it anymore, because denying that part of myself that I knew wasn't a choice was causing me either to be on this planet or not be on this planet. But I love you enough to tell you that if God is going to condemn you for something that you can't choose, that's horrific. And you don't have to live that way. It's not a choice. And it's not bad either. There's nothing wrong with it. I'll help you. Why is grape immoral?
Because it goes against what God says.
No.
It's moral issues.
Yeah, okay.
Of what people.
That's just what I don't like about Christianity, Josh. So when we're just told something is wrong, but we can't explain why something is wrong, that's whenever I say you don't have morals. Because you're kind of like a little kid that's just told not to touch the stove, and your parents just hit you, like spank you for not touching the stove, but you don't know why you don't touch the stove. So in the same sense, like, why is grape wrong? Explain it on a morality level of why it's wrong to grape somebody.
You're hurting other people.
Right.
Yes.
So that's where my morality comes from, and Sam's morality comes from. It's the suffering of other people, and the suffering for society. We don't want suffering for society. So in that same sense, explain to me why being GAY is immoral. Not because God said so, because you can break down why offing an innocent person is wrong. You can break down why lying in certain circumstances is wrong. You can break down the certain sins in the Bible and why they're wrong morally. But I know you know that you cannot understand why this is wrong, why love would be wrong, something you can't choose is wrong. Why is that morally wrong?
I mean, I've gone through this for the past 3 years, and I've always believed just that. I've always believed that just in general, the Christian life is going to be hard, but we've been called to pick up our cross or pick up our burdens, and still continue to deny yourself.
But there's a difference between all the other sins, right, Josh? Like lying, like offing somebody, graping somebody, but life is not meant to be unbearable, dude. Life isn't meant to be miserable. Your life is not meant to be. Everybody has trials in life. Everybody's life is hard, but the life that you're living is so hard because you're denying a part of yourself that you cannot choose and you can't change. And I fucking love you, dude, enough to tell you this.
I
Sam,
haven't been speaking because this is so heavy and very relatable. But I'm gonna ask you 2 questions, Josh, okay?
Listening.
Does God love you, Josh?
Absolutely, I believe it wholeheartedly. Absolutely.
Why would God make you when He loves you and put love in front of your face and let you stare at it every day and then tell you you can never touch it until you die? Why would He do that to you?
That I don't have an answer for. I can.
Josh,
I can.
I have a good answer for you. Do you know why? You read your Bible, Josh, right?
Every day.
Okay, so you know that PDFs are not in the Bible, right?
That's true.
Okay, so we know in historical context, right, going back to the biblical times, that PDFs were so prevalent that there was heavy PDFs. They were doing it all the time, and it's sick, right? So in 1946. They took all the PDF words out of the Bible and changed the word to homosexual because it was a political thing back in 1946 because we saw a rise in HIV. So I want you to watch the because this movie is fantastic because it's a Christian J.Y. man who made this documentary about the mistranslation of the word homosexual in the Bible, because I want you to have your religion if it helps you. I am an atheist. I'm not going to sit here and try and dock your religion. I understand that if you need God, you love God, have your religion. But understand something. Homosexual was never in the original Bible. The word homosexual was not in there. The original words in Leviticus were malakoi and arsenikatoi, and in those contexts, it was smexual abuser. It was never homosexuality. Then we go to Romans and a lot of the other texts, it was pedikos, which means PDF. So the word homosexual was replaced in 1946 and was used is still used as a weapon against this community, a weapon against you. But the movie, Josh, is called the 1946. If you go on their Instagram, it's now on Prime, I think, but it took them a long time to get there. 46. Okay. If you go on their Instagram, it's now on Prime, I think, but it took them a long time to get there. 46. Okay. If you go on their Instagram, it's now on Prime, hold on, Josh. You have a echo. Leave, close out of the app, and then come back. Echo.
Hello? Oh, are we good?
Okay, I think you fixed it.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, no, 1946. I'll definitely check it out. This is something that I myself have been struggling with, and I have always just kind of denied it. I'm just like, well, I'm a Christian, and well, the Bible says not to do it. I don't know why I shouldn't do it, but the Bible says not to do it, and
yeah. But we have to think deeper than that, right? Okay, so something I want you to think about is indoctrination. Because a lot of people are indoctrinated to believe certain things, right? Do you know the definition of indoctrination?
Sort of, kind of, in a way.
I'll just read it to you. So, it's the process of teaching a person or group to accept a set of beliefs uncritically. So, if you grew up in a religious household, like I did, then you can't accept what's in the Bible critically whatsoever. So you just accept all the claims the Bible makes. And same, I bet, when you were a kid, or did you grow up in a household your mom doesn't accept you being JY?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so did I.
At one point, so,
So did I. And so my mom also had people pray over me. My mom told me that it can be prayed away. I did the whole deal. I did it all. I was celibate for 2 years of my life. That was the most I could do. I know exactly your shoes, brother. I promise, and you're not alone in that, but I want you to have peace of mind, because it's not a life you can live long doing that to yourself. It hurts so bad. I'm 22, I did it from the ages of 18 to 20. And I'm 22, I did it. You got echo again, Josh. But just because you're told things, when you grow up and you're told these things, doesn't make them true. You have to critically think about them. That's why I asked you about your morals, right? Just because we were told certain things doesn't make them true. And I'm not trying to dock your religion whatsoever. You can have your religion. But I do want you to be free of, that condemnation that you have with yourself, because I've been there.
Yeah, no, I completely feel you on that. Yeah, no, thank you for just letting me be on here and talk things out.
My DMs are open, and I understand.
Same.
And our DMs are open, and it's like, I'm not trying to convert you into anything. I just know exactly the walk you're walking. I know the exact walk you're walking.
My friend Jacob,
it hurts.
He is a GAY man, and he was wrestling with his faith a lot. And he comes on my live sometimes. I do the same topic that HG does, and he still believes in God. He loves God very much, but he also has a boyfriend that loves him, and he doesn't think that he has to choose, because you don't. You really don't. You're allowed to have your faith and also love yourself. Because if God loves you, he would want you to do the same. So.
And that's why I think the mistranslation is so important. Because, like, it was a political thing, and it became very political. And this movie is, like, it's not biased at all. It's literally Christians that are in this movie. It's all about God, being able to believe in God, but the mistranslation of the word homosexual in the Bible. So, like, but I don't want you to think that you are sinning by love, because you wouldn't, like, it's ironic that PDFs aren't in the Bible, right?
That's, yeah.
Right? But homosexuality is? Come on now.
That's a little suspicious.
We want to base our morals off the Bible, but PDFs aren't in there, even though it's so prevalent in that timeline. But I want you to have peace with yourself, because I did what you're doing, and I just want to say, because when I walked away from it and I started dating my current girlfriend, who now I live with, and we've been dating for 2 years since I stopped doing that. Like, take into account, because your parents don't, like, wherever your walk is, you might want to keep it private for a while. Mm-hmm. My DMs are always open, but as someone who did that with my mother, like, it's hard, because you're going to be influenced by your mom. And you know your heart better than any book and any religion. And if you believe in God, then he knows that. And he wouldn't want you to suffer like this if you think God is all good.
Yeah.
Especially when we know that sexual orientation isn't a choice.
Yeah. That's yeah, definitely. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry sorry for yapping your ears off. It's a lot. I know. My heart hurts for you, because I did it. I walked the walk you're walking.
Yeah, I've worked my entire life to try and be the good little Christian kid that everyone knows me to be and wants me to be. And that's honestly, like, the only life I've ever known. Mm-hmm. And, like, being trans and being gay, like, I've just kind of pushed those to the side. Be like, oh no, I just have to live the walk. I have to live the life that my parents want me to live, and live the life that I grew up with, and nothing changes and nothing new.
But where are you in that equation?
Where am I? That's a great question.
Like, where does your happiness start? Like, where do you get to be you? Because it's always what other people want you to be. But where are you?
Because it don't start with suppressing how much you want to love people. That's not where it's gonna start. I can promise you that. Love is like one of the most important things ever. You gotta do that shit.
Love and companionship with somebody that's not immoral, and it's not immoral, dude. It doesn't hurt anybody. We talk about morality. That's why I asked you to explain why grape is wrong, because I want you to understand that immorality really just stems from suffering and pain, and why we can break those things down on a morality level, right? But what the fuck does being a JOY man do for anybody? The only thing it does is give you love and companionship. It doesn't harm or hurt anybody. And that's something that I wrestled with the entire 2 years. And I had I can't think of the word. I had mentors, and I asked them the same questions. They could never answer my question. They could never answer my question of, like, why this was wrong. It's just what God says, that God made it this way. And I'm like, well, I can break down to you why these other things are wrong, but why the fuck is this wrong? It's love. It doesn't hurt anybody. It's not harmful. I just now don't get to love anybody. I didn't choose this.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
it
no
hurts.
pressure. This is gonna be a lot. I'm sure for like the last, like your entire life. This is gonna be a journey for sure. And I'm sure that right now you're doing a lot of emotional labor. So we're gonna let you go, but again, text either of us. We're here for
Please,
you.
please DM me.
Yeah.
Please DM me. My DMs are open. I'm not going to convert you. You can be a Christian, brother. I want you to be happy. I did the exact same walk. If you have any questions, my DMs are open. If you just want to talk, my DMs are open. Always. Same with Sam.
Indeed.
But I just want you to love yourself because there's nothing wrong with you, Josh. There is nothing wrong with you.
Yeah.
And I don't want you to spend the rest of your life miserable and thinking there's something wrong with you and suppressing a part of yourself you can't help that doesn't harm anybody. It's not like you're a schmurderer, that you have thoughts of schmurdering people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel you on that. Yeah, definitely. I'll reach out. What's the movie called?
The 1946. I will DM it to you. Message me, and then I will DM it to you.
Cool. I'll talk to you later then.
Okay. I love you, Josh. And I will be speaking to you soon.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, my heart hurts.
But also, let's fucking go. Let's go. Because I could tell from the way that his voice started quieting that he's been thinking about this shit for a long time.
I did the same thing. It just hurts because I know, like, it makes me want to cry because I did it.
Same.
I did it so closely. Like, I was in a cult church that hated homosexual people. My pastor wrote a book about it. I'm gonna play you guys some of the clips that the church that I went to, and how much they hate GAY people.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You got recorded?
They posted. It's all over their Instagram.
It's still there? Oh hell no. That's insane.
Wait, let me find the pastor.
Today's been such an emotional day.
If y'all are okay with that, by the way, I don't want to show y'all something that's triggering.
Not the Exhibit A evidence.
Josh, if you're watching, I just want you to know. I just want you to know that I know more than anything because this is the church I went to. For everybody, hold on. How did I unplug that? Don't know. Okay, hold on. Let me see. I gotta flip this shit. I've never done this before. How do I flip things?
At the bottom, there's gonna be a button, like an enhance button. No. Well, maybe.
Oh, yeah. Enhance. Okay.
And then you're gonna be able to.
Cancel
there you
out
can
the
turn the background off. Yeah. Turn off the background. Or don't.
How do I flip the camera?
Well, then, when you want to flip the camera, just go to the other thing. Because there are two things that make sense. There's enhance, and then there's the other one. Fuck.
Wait a second. Oh, wait, here it is.
Yeah.
Wait, I flipped it, but I have to turn off the damn thing. Hold on.
Right. So now you're gonna go to enhance.
I'm so grandpa. It won't let me get rid of the background.
No, but it's okay. Go to enhance, and then where it says green screen, you see where it says green screen?
No. It says... Oh,
Do you
I'm
see
so
effects?
silly. Hold on. Grandpa coded in here. Effects. There we go.
Right. Okay. Click that.
Got it.
Then click
Okay.
the green screen. Yeah.
Okay.
Period.
Oh, where did it go? Wait, here it is. Okay, y'all.
Oh. What the fuck?
already have our address. The biggest break you have, if you take a 501c3, then we'll just pay Caesar's what's Caesar's, but we're gonna preach the uncompromising gospel of Jesus Christ.
Hold on. There's more.
Oh, hell. Oh. Oh, no. The editing alone tells you everything you need to know.
Yeah. So this is the pastor of the church I went to that he wrote a book specifically about and he hates pride. It's a very big church. Yep, he hates pride, celebrating Life Month. June is no longer Pride Month, it's Life Month. They were a part of overturning Roe v. Wade in Texas.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. Hold on one second, everybody. I'm trying to find another video. But if y'all want to say that, for all the people that are always like, you weren't a Christian, yeah, how can I not be a Christian in this church? This is the most, like, radical, scares you into shit I had. Hold on, why can't I find...
For real.
Like, this shit was...
Homophobic
crazy.
final boss.
Homophobic final boss, for real. I would love to have a debate with this man. I went off on the comments.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
Really?
I think his main account got banned because I can never... Here's a good one. I love the GAY community too much to affirm their sin.
Ew.
Most of what he talks about is GAY stuff. It's all he likes to talk about. In fact, he wrote a book about it. He likes it so much.
Gross.
Yeah.
It's always the people who are homophobic that are so fixated on what other people are doing with their genitalia.
Yeah, and he admitted in like an old interview that he had this thought. Hold on one second, let me figure out how to fucking turn back camera back around.
Do you remember the procedure? There we go.
Yeah.
You're better than me. It took me several days of doing that to figure out how to do it.
Yeah, so now y'all know that. Yeah, now y'all know what I went through.
Yeah, that shit's terrifying.
He's obsessed. Yeah, he's obsessed because he's very religious. It's horrible. But anyways. No one fears a homo. You are all weak. Bro, okay.
Can man spell?
I need to block him. He's obnoxious. He's always in my comments, just spamming.
So obsessed.
I feel like I should hit a restart. Should we hit a
You think
restart?
so? Sure,
yeah,
fuck
it's
it.
dead. I'll hit a
Alright, bet.
restart. Okay. BRB, everybody! Alright. Tempura vegetables? Food, baby. What's up, everybody? Girlfriend's dying. I'm only... What were you talking about, what that pastor said in that interview? I was talking to that pastor. His name is Landon Schott. And he hates GAY people. And that's all he likes to talk about in his church. But I went to that church and I was talking about it because I spent 2 years of my life celibate, dedicated to God in that church. But I was talking to somebody who was denying themselves. They say, I'm going to be in this life? Yes. Would you ever do a live explaining your experience? Yeah, I could, if people are interested in that. I talked to him. I tried to talk to him. He never would. But they tried to remove me from my. Well, it's a messy story. Actually, it's a really messy story. I don't have a Discord. Would y'all want me to have a Discord? I've been thinking about creating a Discord for a while. I just know I talk about religion. I don't want people. I do have Instagram. I don't want people joining my. Thank you, Jay. Yeah, there are people in the inbox. Wait for Sam to come back and then only join if you think that being lesbian is wrong.
Let's get this show on the motherfucking road.
That's the energy we need. Hell yeah.
You kick me! You're discriminating against a retard race!
Oh. Why did you have to say that?
I hate this app.
Hey, how old are you?
Nigga.
I continue to hate this app.
If you're watching right now and you think that being lesbian is wrong, click the Guest Quest 2 debate. What's up, how old are you?
Faggot.
And you're getting blocked currently.
Faggot, nigger.
They follow me. The fuck? What? Okay.
Thank y'all for the F1s in the chat. Also disgusting. Nigger. What is going on?
Why
Seriously.
is everybody racist?
I don't want to hear racism doesn't exist from a fucking YT person ever again. Because I sit on these lives, and that's the number one word I fucking hear.
Oh my gosh, hi.
Hey, how old are you?
18.
Do you think that being lesbian is wrong?
No, not particularly, but I did
Okay.
want to ask you guys about a certain thing about people referencing the Bible. I wanted to ask you guys what part of the Bible actually says that and where people are getting that from. I was just curious.
The new Bible, like the old Bible never refers to it, like we were talking about the original translations, but the new Bible there's several. So like Leviticus, Romans, hold on.
Okay.
Leviticus
So I think
18:22 is the one they reference the most.
Yeah, so it's in three distinct passages: Romans, 1 Corinthians, Timothy, and Jude.
Okay.
There's a lot.
Okay. I
And then-
see.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'll
say
have to look more into that.
Okay. All right. Take it easy.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay. Bye. Thank you so much for the heart puffs, and thank you for the roses, Eon. All right. Moving on. If you think that being lesbian is wrong, click the guest request to debate. Thank you, Annie, for the heart puffs. And this person's not loading. Moving on. And she was a fairy. Alright. If you think that being lesbian is wrong, click the guest request to debate. What's up, how old are you?
How old am I? Real old, okay?
Okay. I just have to ask because of TikTok.
I know.
Do you think being lesbian is wrong?
I do.
Okay, how come?
Well, I'll tell you. Biblically, but I won't judge because I think sin is sin and it is what it is. And I think that you can be forgiven for it. My question, I just wanted to ask you because I've run across your lives a few times, and I'm wondering what your thing is about it. I mean, why are you asking it? Are you the lesbian and you're asking for yourself or what? Can I ask
I'm a lesbian. Yeah, I'm a lesbian and I'm fighting for my community and I'm debating people intellectually on why they think being lesbian is wrong.
Okay. Well, I mean, I still think you're not going to be, if you're good with that, and, I think God's going to forgive you for what is wrong. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm not judging you. I can't be a judge. But I
Okay.
do appreciate your platform. So
Okay.
thank you.
All right, take it easy.
You too.
All right. She was respectful, so be respectful back.
I know.
Sorry.
I know.
Hey, how old are you? Oh, and he was a fairy. Alright, moving along. If you're watching you think being lesbian is wrong, click the guest request to debate. Hi, how old are you?
Hi, I'm 21.
What year were you born?
2003.
Okay, do you think being lesbian is wrong?
I don't necessarily think that. Okay, I don't think having gay thoughts or desires.
You have to say lesbian.
Okay, I guess what I'm about
TikTok
to say.
doesn't like the word GAY.
Okay, I guess what I'm about to say does imply that being lesbian is wrong. But I believe that when you are living in a way that is for where you are centering your sexual desires around how you live, I believe that anyone who lives in that way, regardless of whether you're lesbian or straight, I believe that is wrong, and I feel like lesbianism would fall under that.
Do you know that a lesbian is just a woman that's in a relationship with a woman? So what is the point of a relationship? It's subjective to each person, but love is companionship. Like, a relationship is for love and companionship. I'm not sure how that is, like, has anything to do with SMEX. And that they prioritize the SMEX part of it. Like, everybody has, not everybody, sorry. Like, people have SMEX in relationships, heterosexual or homosexual, but I don't think that we make that the, like, point of our entire relationship. That's completely subjective to the person, because everybody has a different libido. So not everybody has a high SMEX drive. So even in women relationships, like, some women don't have high SMEX drives, so they don't have SMEX.
Okay, I'm not necessarily against that. I'm not necessarily against female partnerships and female companionship. I think that is really healthy and needed. However, I feel like lesbianism.
It's not an ism. Do you know what an ism is?
Or
Would you say
define an ism.
heterosexual? Would you say straightism? No.
Yeah, I guess I would.
You would?
Yeah.
What's an ism?
It's just like a way of being, I guess.
Wrong. Anyways, moving past that.
I just asked you.
There's no such thing as lesbianism. But anyways, just continue.
Just to explain what it's for, there are typically two ways we use ism. One, to indicate that something is systemic. This would be indicated through racism, sexism, racism, sexism, things of that nature. We also use ism to talk about ideology. So think Marxism. Lesbian would not fall under either of these two categories, and by putting it on there, you're implying that either it is a systemic issue, which is wild, or that it's an ideology, which is not, because it's not something that people choose.
I feel like people choose everything that they do and everything that they are. I feel like.
Did you choose your height?
But that's different. You don't.
Oh, so you know predispositions exist, that you can't choose certain things, right?
Yeah, but the way that you live your life.
So prove to me
choices.
that prove to me that you can choose your sexual orientation.
Well, you make choices to
Be in a
I'm not-
relationship, duh.
Yeah,
we know that. Do you think
people have
sexual
pref-
orientation is a choice?
I'm not saying that I think people can be straight if they choose. That's not what I'm saying. What
Okay.
I'm saying is that you have a choice in any situation. When you interact with people, those are choices that you're making. So you can choose to be in a relationship with someone.
Can you get to your point, please?
I am getting to my point. And
You're repeating yourself.
How am I repeating myself?
Or you've said the same thing. Respectfully. Just
What-
make an argument, please.
Okay, well, I'm trying to say that being lesbian is a choice the same way that, if you choose to be celibate is a choice. These are choices that people make.
Can you choose to be straight?
You can choose to be straight, yes. You can choose.
So fantastic. So find me a source that says sexual orientation is a choice.
I'm staying.
What is
life
straight?
itself-
What is straight and what is lesbian? It's a sexual orientation. So if you're going to say being lesbian is a choice, then find me a source that says it's a choice.
I believe that all sexual acts and sexual expressions are choices. Sex
Orientation
itself,
is who you are
having
attracted to.
sex,
No, an orientation is not sex. Orientation is who you're attracted to in terms of who you get into a relationship with. Not everything is smex. Why are you smexualizing everything?
Because that's what
It's
is
not the
needed
point of
for
a relationship. No,
Okay,
it's
it's
not.
not the point
That's
of a
completely
relationship.
subjective of a person. That's completely subjective to the person. Not everybody wants to have smacks. The point of a relationship to me is companionship and love. That's the point of a relationship. You can gather more things, like you get intimacy with a partner by having smacks. But you don't get emotional intimacy with a partner by having smacks. You get physical intimacy with a partner by having smacks. So there's different types of intimacy in a relationship. But love and companionship are what you get out of a relationship. Not everything is revolved around smacks.
So then I don't think I disagree with this question, because I do agree with love and companionship, female loving companionship. What I'm against is sexual immorality in all spheres of life. And when people, so I don't think I can debate you, because your definition of
Are you Christian, guest?
I am, but what does that have to do with what I'm saying?
Alright, so just to clarify, you think having the attraction is fine, but you think that doing what everyone else gets to do with their attraction is wrong if you're a lesbian.
No, I think all sexual attraction that is expressed out of
lust,
out of your own desire.
Do you think if two lesbians have sex and they're married, it's fine?
I don't know if. No, I'm sorry, I don't. And I don't think that.
Okay, so that's not about lust. Because under your worldview, as long as you're married, having intercourse is okay. And you think it's okay if they're heterosexual, but you don't think it's okay if they're lesbian. So then this wouldn't be about that.
But it is. I'm talking on less. What? How do you define marriage? Like, what do you define marriage as?
The legal union between two parties. Two or more, depending on where you're from.
Thank you,
Okay.
Madam
But what I was arguing against was sexual lust, which is still being expressed in the situation that you referenced.
So how is it lustful between two lesbians that are married, but it's not lustful between two straight people that are married?
Because I don't understand why women can't have female companionship without it leading to Like, you can have a lifelong fulfilling companionship with a woman without it necessarily having sex. And I feel like when you...
But you think you can with a man?
Wait, what? Can you repeat that?
But you think that you can have lifelong companionship with a man without it leading to sex?
That's not what I said.
Well, yeah, you're saying that. Well, why would a lesbian
You don't
have to
think
have
a lesbian
sex?
can-
Because two girls can just be friends, but can two straight people not just be friends?
I think they can. What I'm trying to get at is I feel like sex itself is where the line, when you start to confuse people, and I feel like there's a lot of people out there that are looking for lifelong companionship who end up in relationships where they feel largely unfulfilled because they feel like they need to go. I feel like when you take away sex from relationships and you just there's a lot of people who jump into relationships by going into it with like sex on their mind, and I feel like that's really damaging to a lot of people. Regardless,
I would say that sex and emotional intimacy, so sexual intimacy and emotional intimacy are very important in a relationship. And so when you wait for marriage, what you actually see is that these people are not sexually compatible, and that ruins marriages. Sexual compatibility is a very important part of a relationship, but yes, I do think that you need to be emotionally intimate with your partner first, via being vulnerable with your partner, but that also depends the person, and so for you to make that's an objective truth, that it just makes people, it's hurts people, is just like your own claim, like, because we know that sex is good for the brain, and it just depends on if you abuse it or not. Like, would you say that a woman with a body count of 8 is abusing, like, sex? No, you wouldn't. Like, it's... People have sex with individuals in relationships.
Okay, but what I think is that... I think that a lot of people nowadays specifically... Like, there's so many spheres of relationships.
And it's straight, you know what it is? It's men. It's men that are horn-dogged. I don't know why you're calling it lesbians.
I don't necessarily disagree with you. I think
so. Why is it lesbians? Because, like, women are not innately as horny as men.
That's what I said in the beginning, that what I...
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. In the beginning, I said what I'm going to say will imply that lesbianism is bad, but I'm not specifically coming for lesbianism. What I'm trying to express is that it implies... Or lesbian, I'm sorry, I can't, that's just, it's a habit of mine, I'm sorry.
It's okay, I understand. I just don't want it to be something that we culturally accept as a thing, because that's just not a thing. I'm not trying to be rude. I just want
I don't want us to culturally accept that the idea of just that having sex with people,
dude, we already have,
is normal.
Because we already have. Like, men do it all the time.
Like
you're not going to. You're not. How old are you again? You're 18.
I'm 21.
21. Then you should know that. Like, you should know that you can't stop an entire society of people that think that
I know,
like,
especially when
and especially because you come from a religious.
Making...
You can't say that on here. You cannot say that. You have to censor your language.
Okay, especially when there's videos out there that further perpetuate all of it, and I feel like
but you come from a religious background.
That's so, not like, why I believe these things.
Yes, it is. Yeah,
no,
take it. If I took it.
That have shown me just how cruel this reality that we are living in is, and it's not because of my religious background.
I would say that men that take advantage of women just as objects are absolutely wrong. Absolutely, and
but I feel like
a problem.
A lot of women do that too, and I feel like people normalize.
Yes, we have both, but that is a system that was set up by men.
okay, the other thing that I was trying to express is I feel like there's a lot of layers to relationships that people close themselves off to because it's either, oh, you have these feelings because of this, and I feel like language doesn't. English
You're being so
language,
vague, bro. You're being so vague. Get to the point.
you keep saying that and interrupting me when I'm in the middle of making a point.
Because you're being so vague and you're talking like I'm a 5-year-old, and it's really hurting me.
Well, I don't know how else to talk. This is how I talk, and I apologize that the way I speak is annoying to you.
No, you're talking like I'm a 5-year-old, and I just want you to get to the point.
It has nothing to do with you. First of all, this is just the way I speak, and I'm trying to get my thoughts together.
It's not your cadence or anything like that. Like, there's nothing wrong with your voice. It's that when you're saying things, you over-explain them, which makes what you're saying a lot more dragged out than it needs to be, and you end up talking in circles.
I'm thinking as I'm talking. I didn't come on here with certain points. Oh, boom, boom, boom. I came on here to, one, try to understand what the point of this was, and two, to express the idea that I just believe that sexual immorality is wrong, and I feel like lesbian relationships are a result of the uncanny place that we are living in nowadays. I feel like
how is a woman loving a woman being in a relationship a result of sexual immorality?
Because I don't necessarily understand why a woman,
what the point of a lesbian relationship is,
has to evolve into anything else. Like, it can be meaningful and deep, and
so you don't understand why women are in relationships with women? Is that what you're getting at?
In a lesbian way is what I'm saying. I don't understand, because what you're saying is that being lesbian doesn't necessarily have to be sexual, but the thing is, it does, because what you're describing is a female friendship.
No, you're not.
So then what is lesbian?
I want you to tell, what is the difference? If you take sex away from a straight relationship, what is the difference between a straight friendship and a straight relationship? What do you do?
It's really just titles.
Okay, so then the exact same thing would apply to lesbians. Because when you're in a romantic relationship, especially one where you're waiting for marriage to have intercourse, then you're doing things that you would do in a friendship, plus maybe things like kissing or more intimate touch. It's the exact same thing. And also, there are asexual people. So there are ace lesbians who are attracted to women but will never ever have sex. And their relationship is just as valid as a heterosexual couple who's either waiting to have sex or never will because it's not what they want to do. But if you can acknowledge that there can be a distinction between friendship and romance in a straight relationship, why is it so hard to conceptualize that with two women?
I said earlier that I don't think I'm necessarily a valid candidate to debate with you on this, because what I'm trying to express implies
you're not listening. You are not listening.
I just said that I don't think I necessarily disagree with you, because what I'm trying to express is negative, is the sexual implication of these relationships. I believe the sexual implication of these relationships is wrong, because I don't think that's what's needed for fulfilling relationships. I feel like so I don't think necessarily that I'm a good candidate to debate you on this, because
Jay has something to say to you real quick.
Okay.
Hi, Jay.
Hi, Sam. All right, Sam, you can cancel me after, okay? But baby girl, be so fucking for real right now. 1, you have a septum piercing, clocked. 2, you play Stardew Valley, clocked. 3, you dress like a lesbian, clocked. And by the way, that's cool as fuck. Let's see what else. I don't even know. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. Are you just playing devil's advocate? Because baby girl, the closet is glass.
First of all,
yeah,
the idea that
why are you smiling?
When I talk about that's why I said I don't think I necessarily disagree with you, because I personally, I think I'm asexual. I don't feel that necessarily a lot of attraction to people, but I feel like that is why I have a strong repulsion to sexual relationships in general. And I
So it has
feel
nothing to do with
we live in a
lesbians, it's just smacks in general.
But lesbian relationships would fall under that if they have the implication of sex.
No.
So all sex is bad in your worldview.
Romantic are not the same thing. Two women can love each other romantically and not sexually, but what is wrong with other people having sex?
You're
No one's forcing you to do it.
you're implying that us like that we are sexually immoral because we have sex, but you're not imposing that on heterosexual couples.
I am imposing that on heterosexual.
Okay, so you think
couples.
all
I said
sex is
that.
bad. So you think all sex is bad.
I think the way that people are having sex today and their perspectives on sex is wrong today. I think that
You can't like that's such a subjective thing to each person. You can't impose that on every single person. Not everybody has sex like in a crazy way like you see on social media. That's why you shouldn't just be watching social media or Too Hot to Handle these shows like that show you that these people who are going to clubs and that have sex with people every single night. That's not the reality that we live in.
Though, like, are you just saying like you don't like promiscuity? Because if that's not what you're saying, then like, do you?
I think that is
I was
what I'm
gonna say,
saying.
do you have a problem with like the amount of strokes or like
and I
like,
also
like the fuck?
have a problem with people their value and their worldview, their personality necessarily revolving around their sex, regardless of orientation. Just the idea that sex is such an important thing that we need to like separate ourselves from each other
so
based
then you
on
don't think
sex.
being lesbian is wrong. You think being promiscuous is wrong, and they are not synonymous.
But being lesbian, if lesbian has the implication of sex,
you do not have to be promiscuous to be a lesbian. In the same way, you do not have to be promiscuous to be straight or any other kind of relationship. Some people are just looking to find one person to settle down with and be with them for the rest of their life, regardless of what their sexual orientation is. This is not about promiscuity. If you have a problem with that, that's another topic. But that's not what this topic is.
Okay, well, I've said repeatedly that I don't think necessarily I'm a good candidate to debate with you on this because of what I just said.
Okay, well, have a great day.
You too.
Thank you.
Fly away. Okay, I can drop. I just really wanted to.
You can stay up.
Shine some light on the obvious.
I couldn't see their profile, so obviously you're.
I fear
What's
you.
up? How old are you? Romeo?
Hello.
How old are you?
Is it me?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Hi. Hello.
Hi. do you think being lesbian is wrong?
Absolutely not. I was a lesbian. I'm a trans man now, but I've been.
Period.
Yeah, so I have some thoughts that I can share. Don't want to take up space, but
I think it depends on what you're talking about because I am just looking for people to debate, and the views drop whenever like friendlies come up and start speaking.
fair. That's fair.
But you're free to DM me.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I don't want to take up space. You can give that space to someone else. It's all good. But
Can I just ask what you wanted to speak about?
Just my experience and being presenting as a lesbian previously, years ago. I can relate to that previously. Sorry, I'm reading the comments.
You good? Okay. You're free to. Yeah, go ahead.
I honestly forgot what I was talking about. I didn't even think that I would get chosen on here. Give my platform to someone else. Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. If you remember, Romeo, if you remember what you were gonna say, feel free to jump back in the request.
Yeah, for sure. I'll leave comments and whatever. But yeah.
Sweet. All right, I appreciate you, man. Take it easy, okay?
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Moving on. I'm just gonna do probably a couple more, and then I'm gonna hop off. What's up? How old are you?
Howdy, I'm 53.
All right. You think being lesbian is wrong?
Here's my interesting take on it. For me personally, yes, I do. However, you don't need my approval to live your life and be happy. And somebody in a same-sex relationship, it's not enough to prevent me from being their friend. And I come from a extremely conservative Christian background and still have developed this view. I wish it's something that more people would see it this way, because we'd all be happier, I think. You know, who cares who another person loves? Let them be happy, let them love that person. You don't have to agree with it. But for me personally, I do feel it's wrong.
Okay. Sam, do you want to debate or no? Do you want to leave it at respectful or?
Okay. All I want to say about this is respectfully, this is something that we hear from a lot of people. And while I appreciate the approach that you're taking and being considerate and soft, I think that what you're fundamentally saying is, yeah, what you're doing is still pretty yucky, but you can go be gross. It's fine. That's none of my business.
I don't know if I view it as gross or disgusting, because I wouldn't want somebody to view my relationship with my wife as gross. You know what I mean? It's just not right for me. Kind of like for a lesbian, being in a relationship with a man may not, and most likely is not right for them. I don't know if that makes any sense.
No, yeah, that makes sense. If that's the case, then I'm just confused by what you said at the beginning then. Unless I, misinterpreted.
Well, like I said, it's for me personally. I don't agree with it. But I don't think it's gross or disgusting. I just don't agree. You know?
Like with our existence, when you say you don't agree, just in a Christian way? Like if I were a Christian, would you say that I should be celibate?
I don't know, because even the Bible says celibacy, it takes a special person to be celibate. And it's actually in the Bible that if, and it points it right at the guy, that if the guy isn't supposedly, in this weird archaic wording, taken care of by his wife, he will wander and go somewhere else. I mean, that's just in the Bible. But I think part of my viewpoint on it is from that upbringing. But I like to think I've done enough critical thinking on my own to realize it doesn't matter what I think for you to be happy. I've done professional theater. I've got a lot of friends who are gay, and I don't care. It's not enough to prevent me from being their friend.
But when you say it's wrong, how is it wrong? Like wrong for you because you're not, or just what do you mean?
Probably that would be the core of it. It's wrong for me because I'm not. And I personally don't understand how a guy could look at another guy or a woman could look at another woman and go, ooh, yeah, that's for me. I don't understand it, but I can absolutely respect that there are people out there that like that. And that's okay. I'll still be their friend. It doesn't matter to me. I mean, if a couple of gay guys want me to go hang out at a gay bar with them, I'll go. I don't care. If for anything, to educate myself more on going to someplace like that, because I've never been to one.
I think this might.
Those aren't around.
I think this might clear something up. But the same way that you're attracted to women, so are we. It's like the exact same way.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like the same way that you want a relationship with a woman, I want a relationship with a woman. And I think because you grew up Christian conservative, so you probably are indoctrinated to believe that in some way or another that this is wrong, so it's probably in the back of your brain, and you've done enough
Yeah.
work to realize like I don't see it as bad, but you still kind of have those back thoughts of like I don't understand it, but it's the same thing. Like we still just want love and companionship, but with like
Absolutely.
you do. Just
Yeah.
I want it with a woman, and I can't help that.
Yeah, and see, like my best friend, I love him to death. He's my best friend. I would, without question, if I had to, give up my life for him. Do I want a sexual relationship with him? No. So I can understand having that emotional attraction to the same sex, just not the physical attraction, I guess.
Yeah, well, it's literally the way that you like women is the same way I like women. Like I'm physically attracted to them, emotionally attracted to them. I want love and companionship with them. It's the same way. Like how you want love and companionship with a woman for the rest of your life with your wife is the same way I do.
Yeah, my wife and I have been married for 30 years.
That's awesome, man. Congrats.
It's fire. It's for my generation. It's tough. It's hard to find somebody my age that's been married that long.
Yeah, that hasn't divorced yet.
Yeah, exactly. And that's one thing that people try to. Well, same-sex couples are always getting divorced. Divorce rate between straight couples is 50%. I mean, we're not any different, really.
Yeah. Well, not only that, but we still have yet to figure out why that is the case. There's no like the studies aren't implying there's a why. We can only assume. Like I can assume with the past generations of why is if you've come from a Christian household and you didn't like. Let's say you come from a Christian household and you waited to have sex till marriage. What if you're not sexually compatible? That plays a huge role in your relationship. Huge role in your relationship. And then, or you don't live together until you're married. And then you get married, and then you live together, and you start hating each other because those small details in a relationship.
Yeah.
Yes, they pick at your entire relationship.
Yeah. And I'm open about it. Our oldest daughter, she was born about 3 months before we got married. You know, we didn't hide it or anything else. There were some people in the church like, well, wish you would have waited. Well, that's fine. We didn't. You know, so that's why I try not to tell other people you're wrong for what you're doing because, well, biblically, technically speaking, we were wrong for what we did.
I got you.
But growing up in the 80s, the church did so much damage to the homosexual and lesbian community. I don't think it'll ever be repaired. As far as
and it's still a huge problem. I'm in a southern state and it's real bad down here.
Oh no.
Yeah. It's real bad down here. The churches down here, they're really tightening up on it.
Oh, the Bible Belt, the extreme conservative Baptists you know, and
not
exactly
even these are like
said,
Christians.
Who was that? Was that Tin Man? Tim Ma just said the Bible says to love thy neighbor. It doesn't matter if you agree with how they live. I mean, you still have to love them, and sometimes I'll admit that's tough. I mean, you know that guy is out there knocking off liquor stores. And technically, you're still supposed to show him love, even if
I think I think the difference is where I wish you would see is that like when we talk about morals, like for me, my morals come from like what causes suffering and harm. Mm-hmm. So if there's suffering and harm in that, I can see it's immoral. Like addiction is a different, separate issue. But like when we talk about like offing an innocent person per se, right? I can go in depth of why that's wrong, or like raping somebody is wrong. But like when we're talking about like homosexuality, doesn't hurt, doesn't do anything. It's a 2-person party, or unless you're polyamorous. But like other than that, it doesn't hurt anybody. That's why it's not immoral to me. It's amoral. It has no moral significance, just like yours doesn't. Your relationship has no moral significance.
Yeah, and I just wish more people would come to that realization, especially in the church. Folks, you're supposed to welcome these people in with open arms. That's what Jesus did. When when the Bible says Jesus ate with tax collectors, you got to understand the culture. Tax collectors were Romans who occupied Israel, or they were actual Israelites working for the Romans who were occupying them. If he was willing to do that, we got to be willing to do the same. And
well, I appreciate you, brother. Anything else you want to say?
I think that's it. I appreciate the time to come up and talk, and I added you, and I'll follow, and I'll probably keep watching your lives whenever I can get on.
I appreciate you, man. Take it easy, okay?
You too.
Thank you. Alright, moving on to the next. Oops. And he was a fairy. Hello.
Oh, hello.
Hi, how old are you?
I'm 18.
What year were you born?
Oh my god.
Period, I guess.
Absolutely, yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, this is gonna be the last one if they load in. Let's see, we'll do.
I said, what the actual fuck? So true, bestie. So true.
Clocked.
Damn.
Alan, are you there?
Yeah, hi.
Yeah, how old are you?
I'm 18.
What year were you born?
2006.
Alright, do you think that being lesbian is wrong?
I wouldn't say being lesbian is wrong. And coming as a Christian man, God gives us free will, so people are allowed to do whatever they want within their life. And I say we shouldn't judge others. We shouldn't talk down to others or judge others for who they decide they want to be. I wouldn't really say it's wrong because people are allowed to love the way that they want to love. And God is all love. I know our religion, Christianity, has been used very badly by people. And God basically is love. So the same love that projects around the LGBT community, around Christian people, and among other religions is the same love, because there's nothing really wrong with being who you want to be. I wouldn't say it's wrong.
Period, Pooh Bear. Appreciate you, bro.
Bye.
Alright, well, take it easy, Alan. Alright. And that'll be it for tonight. I'm gonna go to bed. Sam, are you gonna go live on your account?
Fuck no, I'm making my Alfredo. I've been through enough
period.
today.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
It's been a heavy fucking day. No more.
Really?
I don't
It's
have
time
any
for that
class
Alfredo.
tomorrow. I don't have any class tomorrow, so I will debate probably for a long ass time earlier than usual tomorrow. But
yeah.
tonight, I'm taking care of myself. Fuck that
You
shit.
should. You
Thank
should.
you.
Alright,
And
well.
thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me on yours for like
A few seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're
you
welcome.
making are you making the Cajun chicken Alfredo?
Hell yeah.
Jay, I told Sam that you make Cajun chicken Alfredo because Sam said they were making Cajun chicken Alfredo.
Impeccable taste.
Jay? Jaden! She's in the other room.
Can you hear me?
No.
We can now.
Oh my god, that makes so much sense. I thought you were ignoring me. I was feeling
Oh no.
sad. I said drop the recipe.
Oh, period. Okay. I will text the recipe to AG.
Period.
Enjoy it, love it,
And
live
will.
it.
Thank you.
Okay. Good night, everybody. Enjoy your Alfredo. Send me a picture of your Alfredo, by the way.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, hell yeah. Okay, everybody take care. Brush your hair. Toodaloo.